say that a man is the closest thing to God. No matter what's going on, we have to rise consistently every day, and we have to provide consistently every day. We have to serve consistently every day.
He has to have a code. He has to have certain things he's going to say and do, and he means it. You know, when I was coming up, if a man said something, that was his word was bond.
For some guys, they're invisible to women. In order for them to stop complaining, they just really have to step up their game, meaning they have to step up their strategy. They have to become a more attractive guy. So the reason why so many guys are sexless is because they don't have any game.
Weak men need to be purged. And what I mean by that is that there was a time where only the strongest men had valuable things.
Anybody that's been out here in the last 10 years, it's easier to get sex than it is to make $100. Basically put yourself in a position and they throwing it to you. So I think, again, weak men have risen up and they have a voice and they spew their shit onto other weak men and they fall for it, and it's this whole victimhood thing.
I say, okay, put your arm out. They put their arm out. I say, grab your arm. You can grab your arm.
When I think of a man in my head, he takes responsibility with a purpose. And this responsibility gives him struggle, and through that struggle, he gets strength, and through that strength, he creates structure.
Smack your arm. You can smack your arm. Pinch your arm. Okay, you're real. Go fucking knock on Fear's door and grab his arm.
Whatever he wants out of life, whatever he desires out of life, whatever steps he wants to take to secure what he requires, I think he should be true to that first and foremost.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
See, the emotional male will always use emotions to make excuses for the fact he ain't shit.
You gotta be ready to go the distance behind what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to die about some shit.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity, specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man documentary screening that's going to be held in Miami on October 26th, 2024. You'll be the first to watch the documentary, and then after the documentary, you'll be able to participate in a question and answer session with the Game Kings live. Space is limited, so click the link below and get your tickets now. Yo, yo, yo. We here. We're Mr. Locario Miles in the building. I just realized I titled the I spelled women wrong in the title. I have to change that one on the back end. But anyway, so but shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man.
Oh, at the end. Oh, I see.
So what's going on, people? Today's show, man, we're gonna be talking about how there's these ladies on social media talking about how, women are the natural leaders and how us men should be following the women. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. We appreciate all of y'all tuning in. And remember, make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com.
Do it! Just do it!
Go there because we got the summer sale.
$1.
$1 for the first 30 days.
$1 for the first month. $1, just $1.
So make sure you guys go and check that. We got the summer sale for the Masculine Identity Membership. And also make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. To join the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. You feel me? But what's going on with you, Miles? Is popping, man?
Hey, man, just another week. Shout out to everybody that's been coming through to the lives Monday through Friday, man. That's basically my community, where guys come through and we chop it up, ask questions and all that cool shit, man. So shout out to y'all for coming through. That shit been fire all week. And what else? We got the summer sale going on. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets to the Miami joint, Game Kings 2 screening and all that shit, man. Life is good, man. I can't complain at all, man. Life is good, man. Shout out to all the cats that's been taking advantage of the summer sale. I see y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Real talk, man.
What's going on with you, Locario? What's up, man? I heard the weather's kind of crazy out there. Where you at?
It's hot as a motherfucker out here, man. You feel what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know what I mean? It's the summertime. You know what I mean?
Wearing the sundresses and shit.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the half naked ladies in the streets. You feel me? Did you listen to Eminem's new album?
Sorry, not gonna be doing it.
Why you hating, Miles? It's messed up.
I never thought M was that crazy of a rapper, bro. Like I never thought he was that good. So I don't know. Like the last good joint was Marshall Mathers LP, and I could only listen to half of that album. Look, I'm not hating. I'm just telling you my opinion. You understand? I'm not hating. Eminem is good at what he do. I fucks with Eminem. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with his talent and all that other shit, but he, I can't. It's just he's robotic with the flow, bro. He's robotic with the flow. I can't fuck with it.
I listened to it earlier, man. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
And like it's decent, but it's not. I mean, it's not his best work, but it's decent. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not trash, but it's not amazing. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's almost like. You know what it is? It's shit like that. And, he just, like, what you're going to get, you know what I'm saying? And then the goofy stuff is like really goofy. You know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying?
And then it's just like, you're like, what the fuck? This shit crazy. But anyway, He said Eminem should call on Media Monday. It's hilarious. That would be funny. Real shit. So today,
makes your vocals better.
Exactly right. But today, guys, we're gonna be talking about this. We got a video we're gonna be responding to. So, ladies on social media say women are the natural leaders of men. You feel what I'm saying? And men should follow women. You feel what I'm saying? So let's bring up this. Let me quick. Let's bring up this video real quick. And this is from the YouTuber Chiza Zed. Is that how you say his name? Always never know how to say this guy's name.
Say his fucking name. He has the worst name ever. But I think Chiza Zed. Chiza.
Right. But shout out to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to him. I fucks with his content though. That's how I saw this video. I fucks with his content, but his name is just so, it's like a tongue twister for no reason. Like,
right. It's like saying what's that rapper XXX Tentacion? It's like why would you name yourself that and just, you know what I'm saying, just ruin people's day? You know what I mean? Oh man, it's crazy. But anyway, so basically before we get into this video, right? If we're talking about the whole topic of, you know, women are natural leaders and, you know, men should follow women and stuff like that, you know, it's you know, what's funny about this stuff, right, is that it's comical to entertain if you really understand the game and you understand yourself as a man, because what happens is that, you know, when you have experience dealing with women, you know for a fucking fact that a woman should not be leading you. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, women will tell you they don't want to be the leaders.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like they would let you know they don't want to do all that shit. So it's just funny how, you know, certain women will say this type of stuff, but also it's just, you know, you got to understand this with this social media and shit that's going on in the climate of social media. You know, you have a lot of people just saying a lot of things, you know, just because. You feel what I'm saying? But let's start this video and we'll go into it, start and stop it, and we'll see what's popping off out here. Let's go.
Joseph, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
You know, when I say things like there cannot be two leaders within a relationship or a marriage, people will argue and say things like, I want an equal partnership, or they'll say things like, do what works best for you, when in reality, the truth is the best way to accomplish any goal, where there's two or more people, is to make sure that you have the healthy dynamic of who's the leader and who plays the other roles. And you see this all over life. But you know what? Today I came with some proof to you that these chicks who claim that they want equal partnerships, feminists who say that they're looking for equality, are actually looking to be the head and leaders of relationships. Don't believe me? Check it out for yourself. This video is going to start with another video of a woman who says, I stand by the belief that men are not inherent leaders. And you might be asking, well, who is? She believes women are, and thousands and thousands and thousands of women also share this belief. Check it out for yourself.
I stand by the opinion that men are not inherent leaders. They are not meant to be leaders.
Literally, they're not. And I really didn't want to say this, but like I was so scared to say this because I already know like people are just gonna come for me. But I'm a relationship therapist, and so I couldn't scroll past this video.
That's crazy how she's a relationship therapist and she's saying that the women should lead. So imagine you're going to a relationship therapist with your girl and this is your therapist. What type of therapy you think you're gonna get? you see what I'm saying? This is crazy already, but let's continue.
I'm not saying anything. From my experience, the couples that are the strongest, most successful, longest lasting are the ones in which the woman is the leader of the relationship. Since the dawn of time, there's
Yo, you know what's funny about that? So what happens is, and this is the mistake a lot of people make, you know, length of relationship does not equal success of relationship.
Right.
Because you can be in a relationship for a long time and it's shit. So what she probably is seeing is female-led relationships where the woman is basically running the show. And what happens is a lot of times is this: when you see a woman running the relationship, she usually talks to her man like her man is her son. I saw this the other day. I went into the fucking Old Navy and shit, and I walked past this couple, and it was the chick, the dude, and I think like their son and their daughter, and the son and daughter look like it was probably like maybe 7 or 8 or some shit. And I walked past, you hear somebody in the background, and I was like, wait a second, is she talking to him that way? So I walked back around just to be nosy, and I was looking at the clothes and shit, but I'm listening. This woman is talking to this dude like that's her son. And at first I said, wait a second, is this her son? But then when I turned around to look, I was like, no, that guy is a grown-ass man. So she's not talking to her son, but it sounds like she's talking to her son. And I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Because the thing is this: if a woman is leading a man, or I should say leading a male, it's going to sound like she's talking to her son, because that's the only male she should have any type of authority over.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So how are you leading the relationship and leading your man, but you're talking to your man like your son? That's crazy. This is stupid, man. I'm like, oh my God. But anyway, let's continue this shit.
There's been so many women leaders that have been like in the Bible and in ancient Egyptian, whatever. Like women's were always just the head of the game.
See, right? You see how like what happens is that, see, people will try to pick out little. Well, the Bible said, as soon as somebody says the Bible, I'm already like, nah, get them out of here. You know what I'm saying?
The first fucking story of the Bible. The first story of the Bible, a woman's decision got man kicked out of the Garden of Eden.
Right.
Up the fucking Bible. Like, I can't stand smart, dumb people like this.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I just can't fucking, you think just because you got glasses on and somebody was dumb enough to give you a fucking certificate to be a counselor or something that you can come on the internet and just talk shit? Can't fucking, oh my God. I don't got no credentials and I ain't got shit. But I know bullshit when I fucking hear it, man.
This is crazy. And a lot of times what happens is that people will say, oh, but there were women leaders in these situations and in these like, back in the day or years, thousands of centuries ago and all that other stuff, right? What they don't understand is that a woman is still a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So meaning that I've had women bosses. I've had women supervisors. And you know what I noticed with all of the women bosses and supervisors? There was always at some point, there was some emotion based in their energy towards me based on them wanting me to do something or whatever. And I always noticed that, and I always found that funny, because what will happen is that there will be some times where they're not saying something objectively. They're saying something with the emotion of how they feel about the particular situation. And it's not all the time. I'm just saying that plays itself into it. And I understood it because I'm like, well, she's a woman. So of course she's going to come at it that way, which is fine. But understand that her leadership skills or her leading, right, is going to be filled with that energy within it. You can't. So this is the thing. You can't separate that. So you can't say, oh, well, because I'm a woman and I know I'll get emotional about certain things, but I'm gonna just turn that off. And no, that's not how it works. Because if you could do that, you'd be a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Shit is crazy. Like, oh my goodness. But anyway, let's continue.
To think that she can bring up the Bible and then talk about how women are the real leaders, inherent leaders, just lets you know how much chicks like this have lost their mind and need a bit of coffee. to get it back.
I think somewhere down the line, society made it a thing to like reverse roles and say that men were the providers and the protectors. I think it's a societal thing. I don't think it's instinctive or natural.
You know what don't make no sense? What happens is nature is telling you everything.
Real talk.
Nature is telling you, I am bigger than you. So so check this out. So if a guy who is my size and I'm with her comes to harm her, or he comes to harm me, I got to take care of that. Why? Because I'm the same size as that guy, or I have the same equivalent strength as that guy, which is why I'm protecting her. So if she's taking the lead on this, right, and she's supposed to be protecting you, how does that even work? That doesn't even make any sense, right? The only thing that could possibly be it is that she would need to have to delegate that to you. But then what happens is that in order for that guy to listen and be told what to do in that situation, and in order for him to make it happen, he would need to buy into the frame that she is the leader. What incentive does he have, or what incentive does she have for him to buy into that situation? And this is what we're going to get into a little later, is that a lot of these guys, what happens is that the reason why the woman is leading those guys is because the man has bought into the fact that she's leading him. Do you see what I'm saying? Because truthfully, the guy, this is what you guys got to understand about women. Women have to be very clever. That's how they get men to do what they want.
Fact.
A woman can't physically force a man to do anything. So she has to be clever enough to get in his mind so that he feels he should do those things she's saying.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? That's why you have so much simping out here. That's why you have so much guys trying to court women. That's why you have so much guys trying to be the quote unquote gentleman. Even when you look at that word, gentleman, a man ain't really supposed to be gentle.
Not at all.
He can in certain situations where it's predicated, but to say gentleman is ridiculous, because most of what a man needs to do requires him not to be gentle. See what I'm saying? Like when you need that couch moved, you think the nigga got to be gentle, or he got to be aggressive and use his strength to move the fucking couch? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. When that guy is harassing you and you need your man to go handle that, should he be gentle? No. You see what I'm saying? So this shit crazy, man. Like, oh my God. Anyway, let's continue.
Because like that other creator was saying, I stitched a video so you could go back and watch it. If it was a natural thing, and I actually wrote a video about this in my notes a couple months back, probably like October, and I was going to say something, but I got scared and I never posted the video. But since she did it, let's really just talk.
Stop. Okay, so where's the fucking leadership?
Right, exactly. She's talking about she's scared.
Where's the leader? You had something you wanted to say that was vitally important to society to hear.
Right.
But you were scared.
Mm-hmm.
And then you waited until somebody else did it, and then now you're coming out with your shit.
Exactly.
Where's your leadership? This is what we call leadership?
Right.
Like look at it.
That's crazy.
Like like when I saw this fucking thing, I'm like, why? Why do they do this to themselves? Why do they tell on themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is, it's right there is why we are the fucking leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Right fucking there. And she don't even see it her damn self.
Right. And she's a relationship therapist, remember.
Relationship therapist. Man, listen.
Isn't it funny how a lot of these relationship therapists and psychologists on YouTube and on social media sound like they don't know what the fuck they talking about? Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
It's so weird. Like, I never went to no school to get no degree. How the fuck we got more game than these motherfuckers?
Right.
She just said, I was scared to put something up. I waited till the other person did it. So if I'm in a relationship with her, I'm supposed to follow her now, but she's scared to do something? This is crazy. But let's continue.
about it. If it was a natural thing, it wouldn't be forced. We wouldn't be having 50-50 conversations. We wouldn't be trying to remind men to do it. It would have been natural.
She said it wouldn't be forced and we wouldn't be having 50-50 conversations. So she's basically talking about like, men and women going 50-50, all that other good jazz and all that other shit.
You see, you know what it is too? A lot of this type of shit is because of weak ass niggas around here, man.
Right.
A lot of this type of shit is just weak ass nigga shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like all this 50-50 talk and all this other dumb shit is like it. Y'all niggas get these chicks platforms because you engage in the fucking conversation. Like y'all niggas look. I'm not saying nothing bad, but stop sending me shit about the Pineapple Show and the fucking Poppy Balloon Show.
Right.
I don't have nothing to say about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas who go on that shit is dickheads, period.
Right.
Niggas who sign up for the Pineapple Show, niggas who sign up for the Pop Your Balloon Show is dickheads.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to meet women, go out and meet women.
Right.
Don't fucking sign up for no goddamn podcast, TV podcast, internet TV show and let a bitch fucking judge you with a fucking balloon. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have nothing to say about none of that shit.
Right.
And again, shout out to my niggas Steve the Dean, K-Zag. They choose to comment on that shit to show y'all niggas the game behind the game.
Right.
But other than that, I ain't got nothing to say about none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit is a setup. Because as a man, when you engage in conversation with a fucking woman, you're putting yourself in a situation to be manipulated. You're putting yourself in a situation. It's a fucking setup.
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling you, don't argue with women.
Right.
Do not argue with women.
Mm-hmm.
You give a woman instructions and that's it. Once she decides she don't want to follow your instruction, she's gone.
Right. That's it.
When she follows your instructions, then she's good. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I look like coming on some type of let's just say through some crazy shit. Maybe they drugged me or something and got me on the show. My fucking episode would be so boring.
Right, exactly. Basically, right?
So boring because I'm not sitting there having no conversation with a bitch that popped her fucking balloon.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, so Miles, what do you think about this woman popping her balloon?
Like, what's there to think about? She popped her fucking balloon next.
Exactly right.
This nigga, how many kids you got? How many baby? I don't give a fuck. You popped the balloon. You are invisible to me now.
Right.
The fuck are we talking about? Y'all niggas get off on this back and forth. Guys, the reason why your relations with women is not the way you like it is because you engage in bitch shit.
Mm-hmm.
You engage in bitch nigga shit. You engage in fucking tit for tats with a fucking female, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas love. Man, again, it's a big hustle and it's business. So I don't want to get at nobody like personally,
right?
Because if that's how you make your money, then fine. And this fucking chick that created the Balloon Pop Show, she's getting clicks like a motherfucker. Y'all loving it,
right?
And again, business to business, I ain't got no problem with that. Keep doing what you do. But why, yo, Miles, what do you think about that dude on? What?
Yeah, they'd be like, yo, why don't you guys go on that show? I'm like, nigga.
Nigga, that's like me if I believe in Santa Claus, nigga.
Right.
It ain't real. Bro, you know where the real game happens? Before and after they actually filmed the fucking show.
Exactly.
When the cameras is off and they still in the studio and niggas is actually talking to the bitches for real after all of the bullshit. That's when the real shit happens.
You know what's funny? You know how they say the revolution will not be televised? We should say the game will not be televised. because dudes be really like, yo, why don't you guys go and show us how it's done? And nigga, stop. You don't even know what you're asking. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas think these niggas asking a bitch about her baby daddy and her fucking kids and all that shit and trying to humble and embarrass a bitch on the TV show like that's game. That ain't no fucking game, man. Y'all niggas is weak out here, bro. 929, you're on live with Lucario Miles, name, age, city, and where did you send your support for the show? Going once. Going twice.
929.
All right.
All right. Fuck it. So guys, you're going to call up 646 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. If you guys have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get your questions at the end. All right, so let's continue this shit.
So they believe, and I want you to follow what she's saying, if men were supposed to be natural leaders, it would have happened naturally. Women would have just fallen in line. They believe leadership, right? Power is established and leadership is established naturally. And women know how to get that naturally.
It is more, from my experience, what I've observed with couples, it is more, common for men to want to be told what to do.
You know what the funny part about this is that, and this is the part that's, which is why you can't really follow what like women, because women like choose to be deceptive. And what I mean by that is that when a woman is on a platform, and what I mean platform, that could be online, that could be just when she has an audience. When a woman has an audience, right, she automatically goes into bullshit mode.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Meaning she's not going to be actually real about the shit that she does behind closed doors, because then that would expose how she really is, and she doesn't want to be looked at a certain way. And again, it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just that she has to keep up an appearance.
Right.
It's just like when you're looking at, like, women are like politicians. You see a politician, they're telling you the nice politically correct answer because they're on stage and people are listening, right? And so what happens is that they know what the real deal is, but they're not going to say the real deal out loud.
Right.
And this is why you get a bunch of this type of bullshit, because she's like, oh, well, guys like to be told what to do. No, the guys that you choose who are beta males, who are weak, who will do anything for the pussy, will listen to what you say.
First of all, if there wasn't no weak niggas, she wouldn't have a fucking job.
Exactly.
Let's be clear. If it wasn't no weak motherfuckers, you wouldn't have a job. So the only couples coming to you is couples with weak niggas.
Exactly. That's a fact. That's a fact.
You see, like, this is what I mean when I talk about thinking critically. A lot of people will look at this chick, and I don't got nothing against this chick, and I'm not here to hate on females or nothing, but we're talking about a particular topic, right? This chick is talking about, oh, well, I'm a relationship therapist. And in my experience, men are not good leaders. And why the fuck you think they coming to you?
Exactly.
Why the fuck do you think these relationships are having problems?
Mm-hmm.
Because men in these relationships are weak ass motherfuckers that, or probably not even weak ass motherfuckers, but they made the fucking mistake. They never vetted the woman in the first fucking place. They never made a concrete decision about shit.
Mm-hmm.
And now the relationship is falling apart because the truth is coming to light that you got with this bitch for all the wrong reasons. A weak ass nigga that got with a bitch just to have access to in-house pussy because he was too scared and weak to go out and meet women on his own.
Facts.
Now the truth is coming to light. The relationship is falling the fuck apart. And now she has a fucking job. So what does she see? She sees a relationship with a weak ass nigga and some female, some strong, independent, whatever, trying to run some shit. And the reason why she's trying to run it is because the nigga was weak in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So what she's seeing is dysfunction. What she's seeing is not concrete, healthy information to even be talking. That's why she's on here talking this shit. But anyway, we got a call. We got 678. You're on live with Lakari Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send your support for the show? Is it a thing with the?
I don't know, because I could have sworn I heard him come on the air. Like, what's going on? Can you guys? Is the phone lines good? What's going on? 678. What's going on with the phone lines? Is you guys not is it not working?
I'm gonna call. Hold on. I'm gonna call and then
and see if it's us or them. Because the difference between us and them. Oh man, crazy.
1, 2. Can you hear me, Lucario?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Cause I got my board muted and
Right.
I'm on the phone, and you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. So I don't know what's going on with the phone line. So you guys call up, man. Call up and speak up, man. Let's go. Here we go.
Okay, we got 929. You're on with Lucario and Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you send your support for the show?
Yo, this June Sports doing the test call.
All right, June Sports. Hey, appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we get you good. Perfect. See, so guys, the call-in number is working. Call in 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392 is the number. You feel what I'm saying?
If y'all trying to troll and act like the phone lines ain't working, we have contingencies, so fuck off.
Exactly. Right.
That's what y'all was doing.
Right. Basically.
But yeah, man, she's talking all this stuff, talking about, oh, well, in my experience and through what I've seen, men like to be told what to do. These are guys that like to be told what to do from the beginning of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're coming to you for you to counsel their relationship because the shit is falling apart. And the reason why it's falling apart is because that man never took the lead in the first place.
She must have never heard the rule of Jill Scott. You know what I'm saying? See, Steve got that clip. She needs to listen to that clip. That's crazy. Oh man. All right, let's continue.
Even when we look at the most powerful couples, there's always like a man who is kind of just like taking the lead of his wife. He might be the face of something, but it's evident that he's taking the lead of his wife.
Well, I can agree with her on that. There are a lot of weak men, and I do mean in comparison to their dominant wife. You can be upset about it, but we see it all the time. Oh yeah, happy wife, happy life. No, these guys exist out here. I just do whatever she tells me. She's the boss. We hear it all the time. But
exactly, I hate when I hear niggas say, "Stu, well, she's the boss." Like, nigga, what? Like how? Like what did I? Like how? This shit crazy, man.
Yo, and don't get me wrong. In certain situations, man, if you get with a woman who she has a certain strength, then you might delegate certain responsibilities to her. And in certain respects, she is the boss. She can be the boss in certain situations. Like you know, maybe she's keeping the house a certain way, dealing with the kids and the chores or whatever, or certain specific things. But even still, I gotta be the one to recognize the strength and delegate that responsibility to her.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So again, it doesn't matter what angle you try to take it. It doesn't fucking matter. It's still the man. Look, nature said that nothing happens without our sperm.
Mm-hmm.
So nature put us in the fucking lead. So everything said after that is irrelevant to me.
Mm-hmm.
And once nature speaks, none of y'all can't tell me nothing after nature says.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? If nature says that the man comes first, then that's so fucking be it.
Right.
All the rest of the shit is just fucking internet narratives and jargon that chicks want to use to try to, like, I don't know, save face on some ego shit.
Mm-hmm.
And look, understand something. You gotta realize this, guys, that being a man and being a leader is a privilege and a fucking responsibility.
Right.
You understand? I don't, when I say these type of things, it's really not an ego thing. Like I'm better than a female.
Mm-hmm.
Any situation, you need a leader and you need a follower. In any situation, you need to, at your job, you need the boss and you need employees. On a team, you need the coach, and even within the team, you need the captain and then the rest of the team.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Any situation, you need a leader. You need a leader and you need and then you need followers, bro. Like that's how it fucking goes. So it's not about ego. It's about the natural order of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the natural order of things. And all these chicks talk this shit, but when their emotions get to them,
right,
and they I just need you to hold me and tell me everything's okay, and I need you to be strong, and so I can, because I'm depending on you, and
right.
And who the fuck we can't say that to her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Real nigga, you can't say that to your woman. Stupid ass shit. This shit is the word. Anyway, 513, you're on live with Lucario Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you send your support for the show?
What's up, Miles? What's up, Mr. Lucario? This is Crystal.
Oh, Crystal, what's going on, man?
$5 to you, Miles, and to Mr. Lopez.
So what's going on, man?
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Not much, man. Just like I said to you guys 2 weeks ago, I'm still going on the show. I'm still going on the top of the balloon show. Not because of the women, because I want to promote what you guys are all about.
Wait, you're going on the show?
Yeah. Well, I'm signing up.
Oh, you're signing up. Okay. Well, let us know when your episode shows up.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wear one of the shirts, Women Love Sex shirt. I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna promote what we got going on over here.
Nice.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
As soon as they see the shirt, they're gonna pop all the fuck.
They gonna find out we sit in and see this. Like, what's up with that shirt? Pineapple.
But hey, I'll watch it because it's you on there. You get what I'm saying? I'll watch it because it's you, Chris.
Right.
Like I said, man, you guys are gonna take over the internet with this masculinity thing, man. That's what we're gonna do. That's my mission, is to take over the internet, y'all. Not me, but.
Now that's what's up, man. He let us know. Yeah, let us know when it's popping off. We'll check it out.
All right.
Yes, sir. All right. See y'all.
All right, bro. Peace, man. Have a good weekend, man. Thanks for the call. Thanks for the support, man.
Thank you.
All right. All right. We're good on calls.
All right. Cool. All right. So let's continue this shit.
But I think that's a product of society producing weak men and not men just being naturally less dominant than women. I can't believe we're having this conversation. Let's keep listening.
Like is the brains of the operation. Okay, I wanted to give a really quick example. So take LeBron James and Savannah James. It is evident that LeBron is out all the time doing what he needs to do while Savannah is at home actually running their family system. So LeBron is the face of the system, but he goes out and he gets the money, quote unquote, providing, but he brings it back home to Savannah in order for her to successfully water and grow their family system.
What is she talking about? That don't even make no sense. So wait a second. I mean, I don't know how the fuck he met his girl, but I'm just like assuming. Let's just assume he hollered at her or talked to her and set up a date or set up a time for them to get together. Isn't that him leading? Right? So already from the jump, when they met, wouldn't that be a leader thing to do, to make a date and a situation happen for them to get together? You see what I'm saying? And so doesn't what she's doing, isn't that predicated on what he's built in order for her to be even doing the thing she's doing? So how is it this thing where, well, he's the face, but she's really leading? How? That doesn't even make no sense. Doesn't even make no sense. He's the one creating the entire situation that she lives under. She's living under his structure. What are we talking about? This is like, it's like, you know what it reminds me of? I remember back in the day, right, when I was younger, and there were times where my mom would be like washing dishes or some shit. And then my little sister, my little brother would want to help her wash the dishes, but she didn't really want them in the way much. So she would give them like a plastic cup to wash, and they'll just wash that entire plastic cup so they feel like they're doing something.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times what happens is that you have these situations where the women, they feel they want to be in the leadership position because they think it's cool. So they trying to find ways to rationalize the situation to make it seem like they're the leader. It's almost like they want to cosplay leader. And the thing is that they want the title because they think being leader is better or cooler. And what they don't understand is leader is just a position.
Right.
And you have to be fit to do the position.
That's it.
And the thing is that the way women operate naturally, they are not fit for the position long term because women generally will make decisions based off emotion. This is why women will get upset and cry about dudes who did them wrong. Oh, well, you guys shouldn't, just hook up with girls. Oh, why not? Because like if I really like him, I'm gonna get attached. Oh, really? So you don't have the leadership skills to discern whether or not you should stop fucking with this guy or not. They're like, oh well, you know, he's this guy, he keeps beating my ass. Well, why don't you leave? Well, it's not that easy, Locario, really? So you should do something that logically makes sense, but you're staying in the situation. Why? Because you love him.
Because of feelings.
Right. So how are you going to lead when the decision that needs to be made, you can't do it because of feelings? That's all. It's like, again, this is not anything wrong with women having feelings. The point is that a great leader would say, you have the feelings, so you don't lead. You feel what I'm saying? It's that simple. It's that simple. See, you can't lead with feelings.
Right.
Leadership is based on what practically makes sense. Period. Whether you like it or not. Listen, you know what I love in movies? It's always a scene where the gangster has to like kill one of his friends or something, and he's reluctant to do it because he loves this motherfucker, but he knows he has to die because he fucked up.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So even though he feels bad, this nigga gotta go. That's how it works. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. Shit crazy, but let's continue.
LeBron is the face and the provider, while Savannah is the operator. And it's
operating what? The house?
The house.
Oh my God. This is ridiculous. So
she's operating the house with what resource? With what funds?
Exactly. And what, did she go tell him to play basketball, or did he do that on his own?
LeBron, shoot the ball like this.
Yo, this is comical, man. Damn. This is comical.
She organized the whole thing with his high school friend Rich Paul, with them being sports agents and all that. She organized all that.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Crazy. Ridiculous. Let's continue.
Genius. It's a great system. Like Obama, for example, Obama and Michelle, he's very open about the fact. First of all, he introduces himself as, I am Michelle Obama's husband.
She don't really use Obama and Michelle. So basically, Obama wasn't leading the country for what, 8 years? It was Michelle. So Michelle was really the leader of the free world. Obama was just the face, Miles. It was really Michelle Obama who was the leader. You understand? They all voted for Michelle, not Barack. Barack was just the face.
And you know, on some dumb shit, why I'm low key mad too, is that chicks like this, she has the potential to be highly attractive to me.
And remember, she's a relationship therapist talking like this. How?
Like, oh man, yo, look at the DSLs.
I know this is the type of girl you would like. That's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm looking at her like, damn, bitch, you so dumb. Like,
bro, this chick, I'm sure she went to school and got a degree for this.
Yo, she got a degree for this shit, bro. For real. That's why she really believes in what she's saying.
And you know what the crazy part? This is the same type of woman who, if you were talking to her, she'd be like, so what degree do you have? Where'd you study? And what are your stats? This is these niggas.
What are your credentials?
What are your credentials?
What gives you the right to talk about this?
Oh man, so Alexis said, if you say women aren't real leaders, why is it men I come across allow me to run things? Because they're weak. That's why.
You're weak. Look at you, Alexis.
Yeah, they trying to fuck.
The average nigga just want to fuck you, Alexis. Like you don't fucking know. And your name is Alexis LeVay.
That's what I see, Miles. This is what I was talking about earlier. Women try to act like they don't know. She knows exactly what it is. She's dealing with beta males who's gonna kiss her ass, suck her butt, and submit to her. She knows this. But check this out. Alexis probably met a guy who told her what to do. And you know what she said to him? I ain't doing that shit. You understand what I'm saying? She met a guy that said, "Yo, meet me here on Friday." She said, "But can we go to dinner instead?" He was like, "Nope." And then she was like, "Oh, he's toxic."
No, my question is, Alexis LeVay, where's your man? What does your man think about this?
Right.
Or better yet, what does your loving husband think about all this? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Matter of fact, chicks, if y'all want to say some shit, y'all could call in for free. Because I know you're broke anyway. Wait, let one of these niggas cash app you $5 to call in.
Exactly right.
Fucking, I can't, yo.
You know what it is, Miles? I'm telling you. Because what happens, we keep hearing 1 + 1 is 7 every day. And it's just like, oh. It's like, nigga, I'm a mathematician, and you telling me 1 + 1 is 7. I know you on some bullshit, and you know 1 + 1 is 2. Stop it.
Alexis, you can't really. None of these men that you come across that allow you to run things are in the picture. Exactly.
She said she dumped him. Exactly. That's our point. Listen. You got to understand something. Right? If a woman's dumping you, see, it's one thing if you dumped a girl or it's a mutual, we just calling it a day. But if she dumps him, exactly, the language exposes. The fact that you dumped him means you knew he wasn't shit.
You knew.
Because this is what I said, I say this in the intro of the show with me and Steve. I said, do you know how hard it is to get rid of a woman?
Facts.
So if she dumped him, that means he ain't shit. This is crazy. See, because if this is the thing. A lot of times, even when a relationship ends, if the chick really loved the nigga and was like about it, there's a few times like it takes a while for it to really dissipate. You understand what I'm saying? But it sounds like she just got rid of this nigga heavy. But again, this is what we were talking about. This is crazy. Let's continue.
And secondly, he is very open about the fact of, that Michelle ran the country and he was just the face.
Just because of why
Michelle ran the country, really?
He was just a face. That's what these strong, independent black women would love to believe.
Right.
Michelle wasn't even allowed in the fucking Oval Office, nigga.
What is going on?
She wasn't allowed in the Oval Office, in the Situation Room. She wasn't allowed in any of those spaces. Fuck out of here. What are y'all talking about? Yo.
This don't even make sense. See, remember, you have the president and then you have the first lady. That's her position. The fuck they mean, oh, well, she was running. No, she was not. What are we talking about here, man? I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy, but let's continue.
Wife has the majority of responsibility when it comes to the operations within a household. Doesn't make her the leader of that house. I do believe that mothers do a great job of taking full responsibility of a household as far as, the daily activities happening, but it doesn't mean that they are necessarily the head of that household. You can look at a business, right? The operator isn't necessarily the CEO. This is just
exactly. It's like, and my thing is, this is the thing I want to know. Why does a woman want to be a leader so bad?
I don't know, bro.
The funny part about it, it's like, why do you want to lead so bad? It's almost like when women be like, I have male friends. Why do you want a male friend so bad? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what is it about? You see, it's funny how women want this is how you know women find so much value in male energy, men's energy, is they want male friends so bad.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be the leader so bad. Why?
All right, so we got 447. You are on live with Lakari and Miles, name 8 city. And where did you send your support for the show?
Art, calling from London. I'm 33, and I sent my support to the PayPal.
All right, hold on. Let me double check, my brother. All right, I got you. Hi. So what's going on?
Appreciate you, man. What's going on with you?
That's all good. Just a couple of points. The first point is with the video that you're reacting to, I think that the best way to sort of the best question is rather not saying that women are better leaders, but are they happy? Would they be happy in that situation?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people see what goes behind being a leader and the sort of tough decisions that you have to take, and just the responsibility. So I think a better question is, are you actually happy in that kind of position?
Right. But this is the thing people don't get, right? So being a leader is a duty. You understand? And so what happens is that when you recognize that it's a duty and a position, that's something you take on consciously to understand that, hey, there are certain things that need to happen, and I take on those situations regardless of how I feel.
Right. Exactly.
And that's the part that disqualifies most women from leading. It's the regardless of how I feel. You see what I'm saying? Once that part comes into it, It's like, you know what I'm saying? They don't ever want to talk about that part. Crazy.
And also, if I'm going to follow her logic and say that she's supposed to be a good leader, it's like if she was a good leader, she would have vetted a boyfriend before having to dump him so soon.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly.
As a leader and actually taking the time. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's these little things that people kind of dismiss, but it's all important. It's all part of having a vision and kind of knowing how to direct. But the last question is about the pop balloon game thing.
Mm.
So I was always thinking that it's kind of like if you watch documentaries and they're filming the wildlife and the people filming it try their hardest to sort of avoid being seen by animals, to let them just be themselves and just be authentic. So I feel like these kind of shows should be that kind of format where you kind of step behind and let the people be authentic and be themselves, because with the cameras and the games and all that energy is going to bring dishonesty. So I've always thought that just having that kind of documentary mindset where you kind of step behind and let things happen, but that's probably not practical.
Right, and that's a great point.
Yeah, it's not not that it's not practical, but it's not entertaining necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It's not entertaining. You got to remember, these are the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Podcast is a business.
Mm-hmm.
A podcast is a business. So these people they have to be entertaining, and the only way to really be entertaining is to create controversy.
Right.
If you break down the word controverse, that means verse is basically an argument, right? A verse is a collection of words, thoughts, and ideas. That's an argument. Contra means against. So what you're doing is you're creating controversy. You're creating arguments to go against each other. That's why she purposely walks the guy over to the woman who pops the balloon.
Right.
She wants to know. She wants the woman to say something. And then she asks him, so would she be your type? And then because his ego is in the way, his ego is hurt or whatever, he's gonna be, well, she's not qualified anyway. And how many kids you got? And how many baby fathers you got? And well, you ain't qualified, queen, and blah blah blah. And then the weak-minded fucking masses sit around and they're like, They're fighting. Look what he said. He said she's not qualified, queen. Look, he humbled her. Yeah. It's fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But it's entertainment, though. Whatever.
Right.
It's the same shit. Bro, let me tell you something. Other than Lucario's episodes on I Love New York, I've never watched a fucking reality show in my life. Because I saw the bullshit from the beginning.
Now, Miles, if you really want to upset yourself, watch Love is Blind. You'll be pissed. You break your TV.
I saw America getting dumber and dumber when not even Jerry Springer. Do you remember there was a guy named Richard Bay?
Oh, Richard Bay was the nigga, bro.
Nigga. When Richard Bay used to come on at 11:30 midnight on Channel 9 in New York.
Right.
And Richard Bey always had chicks in bikinis, and he would interview bitches and blah, blah, blah. Then that translated into niggas like Jerry Springer and do you guys remember when Maury Povich was an actual journalist? Does anybody remember that?
And now he just talk about baby daddies and mamas and shit.
When Jerry Springer came on the scene and they saw how popular Jerry Springer was with the controversial topics, Maury Povich went from a fucking real TV journalist, news journal, like he used to talk about politics and world affairs and business. This nigga went straight to a fucking talk show where he says, Jamal Jenkins, you are the father, or you are not the father.
Right, and everyone goes crazy. Oh my god!
and then that shit. All they did was take the microcosm of a Jerry Springer interview and a Maury Povich interview and turn it into a half-hour-long show with the reality show. That's all they did. And then you literally watched America turn fucking stupid over the last 20 years.
Right.
I can't support it, bro. I cannot support it. This is why I can't support the Pineapple Show. This is why I can't support the fucking Pop Your Balloon. Bro, let me tell you what I watch. I go back and I watch old episodes of Martin and fucking The Simpsons all the time.
Exactly. Facts.
Because I can't watch all of this new shit, bro. Bro, you lucky I ain't stopped watching The Boys the other day, because when the fucking French nigga was, I fast forwarded every fucking scene with the French nigga.
I know you're talking about you.
I watched 911 the other day. I boycotted 911. I'm done with 911. Let me tell you, when it comes to the game, I'm the type of nigga, I pay attention. I saw Richard Bey. I saw Jerry Springer. I saw Maury Povich. And I saw the fucking reality show Generation. I saw it all.
I hate the fact that you like, when you know too much, because like even the other day I saw what's the movie, the Quiet Place, the Day One shit, right? And I thought the movie was all right, but the ending, I was tight. I was like, why they gotta do that, man? I was like, why they gotta do that? And spoiler alert, so cover your ears if you want to hear this. I'll just say this. They made the nigga they made the nigga sacrifice themselves for the white people. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I was like, why we gotta do this all the time? And people don't be catching that shit.
Bro, I'm telling you, but they do catch it, but in their subconscious though.
Conscious, right.
They do catch it, because they wouldn't put it up on there if you wasn't gonna catch it. Right. Well, you catch it. But it's critical thinkers, it's conscious critical thinkers who see it right away.
Right, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Bro, I've been watching the zeitgeist, bro. I've been watching it the whole time. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. It's all about controversy. And let me tell you what really started it. Tabloid periodicals, the Inquirer and the Globe.
Right.
You say something that causes people to say the opposite. Oh,
it's crazy.
It's not that hard to go viral.
It's crazy. That's why fucking shout out to Fresh and Fit. They know what the fuck they doing. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly what they doing.
Come on, son. Kendrick Lamar song, They Not Like Us.
Right. He know what he's doing.
They not like that. Why the fuck you think? Why the fuck you think 50 Cent had beef with everybody?
Right. Exactly. Controversy.
That's what it's either sex or controversy.
His first biggest song was the How to Rob. That's why he was dissing all the motherfuckers. Why do you think you got YouTubers that when they first came out, they was dissing us?
Right.
Because they wanted to get their numbers up. That's how it works.
And it worked. Shout out to Gucci.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is, man.
Call it, my bad. And we've been ranting at high decibels for a minute now. Did you have anything else to say? I'm sorry.
No, that's good. Just one quick question. I don't want to deviate too much, but I'm hosting an event, like the first event of my life, and I just wanted to know if you had any kind of tips in terms of things that people might not consider, but it's maybe important.
Well, what kind of event is it?
I'm launching a clothing brand.
What?
You say you're launching a clothing brand.
You're launching a clothing brand. Okay. Well, here's one thing to consider. When an event is longer than 3 to 4 hours, you have to consider feeding people.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be access to a bathroom. Okay. What else? Okay. There has to be, you have to have something to keep people's attention at all times.
Okay, I appreciate that.
So those are just a couple of tips, and that's just stuff I've learned from and look, here's an example. My girl is a wonderful planner, and she brought that type of shit to my attention,
right?
And that's the reason why I delegate the responsibility of her to help plan our events.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had events before I met this woman, before I knew she was ever alive. Me and Lucario had successful events in the past.
Right.
So it's not like a nigga can't plan an event. But what I'm saying is, when you recognize a strength in a woman, you say, "Hey, listen, I want you to take this over for me."
Mm-hmm.
You give her that room and allow herself to shine. But guess what? Guess who she still got to ask if something comes up, or if something needs to get paid for or dealt with, or if there's a detail. Exactly. She still got to come to me and be like, "Listen, this, that, and the third. What should I do about that? And how would you like to handle this situation? Oh, okay, here it is. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Blah 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 blah." But there are certain basic guidelines that she's strong in that she brought to my attention, because she's like, "Look, if you having an event past 3 to 4 hours, you're gonna want to consider feeding people, or at least have light snacks or something." Because if you're holding someone in place for a certain amount of time and you don't have any food, that's not good. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, there always has to be a bathroom, and there always has to be something to keep their attention during the course of the program. You understand?
Yeah. More like a DJ or something. Or like
So you want to have music going, or maybe there's like a TV that has a like visuals playing of like, your manufacturing process, or people modeling your clothes, or and then again, the food stuff. You might want to have a small modeling show. Like, get a group of your friends and have them put on your t-shirts and some of your jeans or whatever you got, and have them just do a little runway. It don't have to be official. You can literally clear a space in the middle of the venue and have them walk back and forth. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not that, but the bottom line is you have to hold the attention of your audience, especially when you're holding them captive. When they call it a captive audience, you got to give them something to pay attention to. You understand? And you got to give them something to pay attention to, depending on the time. You got to feed them, and then you always got to have facilities for the natural human process. So you need to have a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So those are just three basic things. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's really helpful. I really appreciate that. That's a sick idea about the runway bit.
Yeah,
getting them to model it. I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. And get yourself a DJ. Definitely get yourself a DJ if you could swing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you can swing it, or if you know somebody that plays music, tell them to come through and be like, "Bro, I can't pay you, but I could give you like five t-shirts and 2 pair of jeans." You feel me? Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I know what you're saying.
But hey, good luck on your show, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Cheers. All right, thanks, guys.
All right, man. All right, have a good one, man. Take it easy. Thanks for the support, bro. All right. So we got 718. You are on live with Lucario Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you send your support?
Lucario, check the cash app. It's Moses, man.
Moses.
Appreciate it, fam. So what's going on, man?
Lucario, I just want to say, you all know women are not leaders. So, what was the purpose of saying women are natural leaders? I'm confused. If you could kind of go a little deep on that.
So wait, did you just start watching the show?
Yeah, I just started watching.
Yeah, so we were responding to a video. So we're gonna keep responding to video. So it's a video of women saying that. They're the ones. There's a woman saying that women are the natural leaders. So you just gotta tune in. You know what I'm saying?
I understand, but the women who say they're natural leaders don't know shit about real men. But let me tell you this, right? Right. I'm about to get off of here, but I want to say this. I just caught. I wasn't gonna call in, but I had to call in and say, I dealt with a woman who was just so stupid, and I had to cut her off. Like this is the stupidest woman ever. You know what I'm saying? And like what she did was, this past Saturday, you know, I was supposed to meet her at 9 p.m. for a drink on a date, and I called to confirm as usual, and no call, no show. Basically, she flaked. I was like, okay, cool, fuck it. And I went to some other spot. The spot I go to is a whole strip. There's bars after bars, clubs after clubs, lounge after lounge. There's hundreds of women. Guess who happened to bump into me? Her. And then what happened was she smiled. She was, hey, how I'm doing? I'm looking at her like, you okay? I'm fine. She's like, oh, what you, why? I don't remember everything, but there was a point where she said, what are you doing out here? I said, what you mean what I'm doing out here? I want to be here. Like you flaked on me. So, you know, good luck. No, but she was trying to stop and trying to have a conversation. I'm like, nah, you know, but there was hundreds of girls. And then for some reason, I don't know what she was doing. And then I don't know why she was acting like she didn't get my message. Because she told me, well, I didn't get your message. You know, I'm like, well, I clearly texted you. How you didn't get it?
But see, Moses, the thing is, right, is that, remember, women will still lie to you. You understand what I'm saying? Even though, you know, the shit happened, but that's just showing she's not interested. You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't even matter if she got it or not. If she's telling you she didn't get it, whether she got it or not, don't matter, because if she wanted to make something happen, she would have made something happen. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is this, is that if it's a situation where she didn't get a text and she'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I didn't get a text. Can we hang out again tonight or tomorrow, whatever? That's one thing. But if she's just like, oh yeah, well, I didn't get that, period. She's not feeling you, bro. That's it. She's a time waster.
Yeah. I was like, but the thing is, the reason why I called in for that is because she tried to stop me and have a conversation. Oh, am I going to go into the spot for her and her female friends? I said, no, you and your female friends, go ahead. I have a good time. I'm out. Take care. And I just go talk to another female that's literally like standing like 3 feet away, like probably like 15 feet away from her, and then I had fun with her and had sex with her that night. And I was like, in my mom, like, yeah, now I can use this girl as a replacement. You know, so I just wanted to say, man, like, yo, it's a numbers game, man. That's like, this was the stupidest shit ever.
All right. Well, Moses, keep doing your shit. Just stop arguing with these girls. You know what I'm saying? And just
I don't argue with them.
Right? Yeah, don't let the fact that they didn't get back in touch with you bother you, bro. Just keep it moving. Be confident. Be grateful, and just keep it moving. That's it. You know, you ain't gotta.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I was grateful because I was able to meet another woman in like 5 seconds.
Right. You go.
So exactly. You know, it's not, and I blocked her ass and deleted her number, so it don't matter. So I like, man, thanks for taking my call, man.
All right, take it easy, Moses. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for the support for the show. All right, have a good weekend, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So we got 202. You are on live with Lakari Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you send your support for the show?
Hey, how's it going? Stephon, 30, Silver Spring, Maryland. And I sent it to Mr. Lucario and I sent it to you as well, Miles.
All right.
Appreciate it. So what's going on, man?
Called in. Say it again.
So what's going on?
I actually called in last week. I was one that did like the 60-second date. I was talking to Miles, and I was just calling in because as I'm doing a little bit more, I'm just noticing some of like the same stuff that kind of Miles and you were talking about. Like actually this weekend I have Saturday I have 7 back-to-back dates.
7?
And I'm just trying to see if I can 7. So I'm just trying to see if I can just get them going quick and just try to get to the sexual part quick. And I remember Miles was saying it is viable to get like 3 dates in 2 hours.
Right.
So I'm just trying to so that's my goal. But as you know, and it's interesting too, because I've noticed some women circling the block too. Like as Mr. Mario said, you know, they're not ready for sex. Just be like, hey, look, you know, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take you back to my spot. I'm going to start on those toes. I'm going to pull that mirror up so you can see me fucking your ass in the back. Let me know when you're ready to make that happen.
Right.
And I literally had to show you circle back like 3 weeks later.
Right.
And I got that joint in. But it's just like, it's one of those things, because again, I'm a little bit new to like really getting it popping to this level. I've always socialized with women, just haven't had as much structure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's wild. So yeah, I just wanted to just kudos to both of y'all and appreciate everything y'all do.
Wait, so what you're saying is that you're noticing that when you're straightforward and you let a woman know exactly what you want, things work out better for you.
100%. 100%. Like,
wow.
I've definitely done it the other way. And
So I want to know what's the schedule for these 7 women, because that's a lot of women in one day.
So I have 4 at a coffee shop and then 3 at a bar. So I'm trying to keep everything in the area. But my goal is to just chill with them 10, 15 minutes, get sexual, see how they respond, and if I need to be like, check please, hey, that it is what it is, you know?
That's what I'm talking about. This motherfucker's diabolical. I love it. He said, I'm giving him 10, 15 minutes.
I'm giving you 10, 15 minutes.
I love it. I fucking love it. Oh, I love it.
Nigga, do you. Don't you stop doing you, bro. Oh, man. He
doing better than me. Because I usually give a chick like at least 45 minutes an hour. He said, I'm giving her 15 minutes tops, bitch. You need to show me what's good.
Hey, call it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because nowadays the average person's attention span ain't longer than 3 minutes.
Exactly. That's a fact.
So she could make up her fucking mind in 15 minutes, my nigga. You right. Fuck that.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Because Miles, you know when you walk into some dates and that chick give you that fucking super bear hug, she's like, oh, hey, how's it going? With the big cheesy smile, showing all her teeth. And then she give you that big ass hug where she filling up on the shit. And then she's sitting down talking to you like this. Well, you already know what it is.
You already know. Call it. Hey, call it. Keep doing your thing. Don't let nothing stop this train, bro. I'm feeling you, bro. I'm seeing where your mindset is at, and it's in the right place, bro. And you go. Call it. You gonna have niggas. You gonna have your boys. If you explain any of this type of shit to some of your boys, they're gonna be like, "But bro, what do you mean, man? It's kind of harsh, bro. What do you do, man? You're being too hard on these women. Don't let them fucking stop you, bro.
Exactly.
Don't let them stop you, because, bro, I'm telling you, this is the best way to do the shit, and to really, because look, if it's truly a numbers game, you getting more numbers in an efficient manner.
Exactly, basically.
And you letting these chicks know what it is. And if the date goes well, hey, when are you free next week? We could do this again. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But if you're just trying to fuck, though, if you're just trying to fuck, you sound like you're just trying to fuck. So keep doing your plan, bro. Get sexual, see their reaction. And if it's whack, all right, peace. You have a nice day.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. And then I'm out like 100%. So hey, just kudos to both of y'all. And, definitely appreciate all the both of y'all.
That's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. I love it.
Oh my God. Yo, shout out to the niggas that get it. Game recognized game. I've been saying this on my lives in the morning time. Being understood is a blessing, not a guarantee.
Exactly.
You understand? Because we could sit here, we could talk this shit, and only a few of you are actually going to get it. And even those of you who get it, it's only a few of you who going to have the balls to actually go out there and do it, like my man on the phone right now. So, Stefan, shout out to you, my brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all. Definitely keep it going, and thanks again for everything.
All right, peace, brother. Take it easy, man. Yes, sir. Oh man, it feels so good when at least one person gets it.
Yeah, when niggas get the game, they understand, because see what he was talking about. He's understand the underlying premise of why. The why is, listen, I know what I want. I'm setting up situations for the women to get the opportunity to show me whether or not they're down with what I want. And then I'm setting up all these situations because not any one of y'all are important at this time, because you have to show and prove that you're worth any more of my time.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Oof.
I love it. I fucking love it. This shit, that's what we talk about. All right, so let's get back to this craziness real quick. See how it feels to go from some real heavy game shit to this bullshit. Let's go.
Just for example's sake here. And when the CEO does show up, the operator knows who the boss is within that company. The truth is, women are better at things like multitasking and pay closer attention to detail. But they're also not very good at compartmentalizing problems. And like a CEO, he's usually less emotional when it comes to handling situations.
Exactly. That's all we've been saying. Again, and you got to understand, what women bring to the table is needed. We need women to pay attention to detail. We need women to feel that emotion. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the reason why is because women are designed to take care of kids. Have to feel that emotion. Men, okay, think about this. Why do you think it's so easy for niggas to leave women when they get pregnant? Because men don't have that same emotion as women do.
Right.
Women, a dude is like, man, fuck that, I'm out of here. Because he's like, well, I don't need to be here, or I feel like I don't need to be here. I don't want to be here, so I'm going to go. Whereas if women thought like men, a lot of y'all niggas will be dead. You know what I'm saying? It's real talk. If women were that like black and white about it, right, a chick will pop out a baby and just throw that motherfucker in the garbage can. Be like, all right, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck this kid. You know what I'm saying? But women, well, this is how crazy it happens with women. A woman will say, oh, I don't want no baby. If I get pregnant, I'm having an abortion. That chick get pregnant, nigga, whole mind switch up. You know, I just feel so connected. And she's supposed to feel that way. Because that's how you raise the kid in order for the kid to survive. If women felt the same way that motherfucking men felt, nigga, it'll be niggas would just be dying every 2 seconds. There'll be no babies out here, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is why you have to, as a man, you have to lead and make sure you are putting your seed in the right woman if you want a baby, because 9 times out of 10, she's keeping a baby.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Which she should, because she's designed for that. That's what people got to understand. There's a design to this whole shit.
Yeah, that's what she was put here to do.
Right. So of course she's gonna keep it. That's what she's designed to do. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, yo, people be like, I feel like people try to dismiss the natural progression of how nature intends shit to, like, if you're around a chick and y'all kicking it, right? A lot of times what will happen is your dick can get hard just by a conversation with a chick sometimes. Right. Why? Because naturally, I'm not supposed to be her friend. Right. We're supposed to be fucking. What the fuck? My dick is telling me it should be inside you. What the fuck you talking about? Let's be friends.
Let's be friends.
Like nature is telling you, like, bro, this dick should be inside the woman.
Dick is a gift.
You understand what I'm saying? What are we talking about here? Well, let's continue.
And so that makes for a worse leader. When things get really difficult, that leader is less emotional and doesn't break under pressure. Let's keep listening.
We notice that when a man is really, confident in his identity, he's much more likely to behave as Obama. And it's so funny because...
What? Miles, come get your girl, Miles. Yo, this is crazy. What is she talking about? How's she gonna disrespect the masculine identity by saying they would act like Obama?
Nah, see, her vetting process would be probably 3 years.
Exactly right.
She can't be my girl yet. She got to unlearn all that dumb shit first. What are we talking about?
Crazy.
Men, because of society, I'm just going to write it off to societal, norms.
Oh, yeah, of
because
course.
of society, men feel like they have to be dominant. They have to be the one to make all the decisions. But ironically enough, when they are in that position, they are uncomfortable. I don't make the rules. This is just what I see.
It's an uncomfortable position. There's no one who...
See?
God.
See, again, she says this is just what she sees in her. And I guess she's talking about her profession as a relationship counselor. Right. But again, healthy relationships are not coming to see you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Remember, you're a relationship counselor. Healthy relationships are not coming to you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exactly what you're going to run into, a relationship where the man is uncomfortable leading.
Mm-hmm.
So come on, man. What are we?
Who's in a role?
The critical thinking part always like gets missing.
Right. Exactly.
And she'll come in. Well, I'm a relationship counselor. That's exactly why you think the way that you do.
Mm-hmm.
But see, the average person is gonna be like, well, she's a relationship counselor. She must know what she's talking about.
And you know, it's funny. So me and April watched this show on HBO Max called Good Sex. And it's like she's like, this lady's like a sex therapist lady or whatever. And there was a scene where, you know, she talks to these couples. And this is the funny part. A lot of times when women are running these things, I just find it hilarious because there's a part where the guy said to the counsel lady, and he was like, yeah, I want to have anal sex with my girl. Right. So then this chick said, the counselor said, okay, well, let's do a little like experiment where your girl puts a strap on and pegs you so you can feel how it feels to get pegged. And I'm like, what are you talking about, woman? So just because he wants to fuck his woman in the ass, you are telling him that he needs to feel how it feels to be fucked in the ass?
Jesus.
You see?
Right.
Shit is, and again, these are the people who have degrees and went to school. This is terrible. But let's continue.
Leadership and isn't uncomfortable. Right.
I do want to say that men are, you know, at their best when they're protecting. I could give them that. But when it comes to leading, if we just look at where...
Yeah, jump in front of the bullet, but no authority with your responsibility, right?
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm saying. What incentive does, like, what incentive does the man have to do that? It doesn't make any sense. See, I think this is the issue. What happens is, right, is that she's saying, oh, well, he can protect me physically, but I should be leading him, right? The issue is that the man is leading, which is why he chooses to protect you.
Right.
You understand? And the reason why he's choosing to protect you is because you're under his guidance.
Yes.
So what the fuck are we talking about where you're leading the guy, but then he's just going to protect you? For what? Because when a guy is protecting the woman, he's protecting his structure. He's protecting his program, which she's under.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck is this thing where that's like, see, what happens is, right, is that the boss is protecting the employee because the employee is of service to the boss. The employee is under the mission of that company.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that that's like the employee saying, hey, I'm going to lead my boss. It's like, what? This shit don't make no sense. Oh my goodness. It's funny.
Jump in front of the bullet, but hey, you don't get say in anything.
Society's going today, the best companies are being ran by women. We don't talk about it because, you know.
What?
The best, first of all, right off the top of my head, two best companies are Tesla and Apple. Both of them and Amazon. All three of them run by niggas. What are we talking about? Shut the fuck.
And a lot of these companies, they may have a CEO who's a woman, but she's not the owner or the leader of the company. What are we talking about? This is crazy, man. It's just like, and again, it's like when you talk like this, people are like, oh, why you guys are being so, enacted? No, we're just telling the truth. This is
BlackRock CEO Larry Fink.
Crazy. Let's continue.
Society has always wanted to women, and women don't get jobs, and women don't get the CEO positions, but they do. So for my men out there, if leading doesn't feel natural to you, just find you a dominant woman that is willing and able to lead. And it won't be hard because
She just told on herself. She just told on herself. Language exposes you. If leading is hard, just find yourself a dominant woman. But the reason why those people are coming into your fucking office to get therapy is because the relationship is a weak man with a dominant woman. This is like, bruh, what are we talking about here, man? This is crazy.
I'm typing in all the top companies. BlackRock, right? BlackRock is Larry Fink. Google, Sundar Pichai, another dude. Apple, Tim Cook. Of course, Tesla, Elon Musk. Like, what is she talking? The best companies are run by women. What are you talking about?
Oh. And you know what the crazy part is? Is that men generally are way more I should say put more energy and time into work. Like guys are generally the ones that's going to stay long hours. You understand? And do the heavy lifting and all that other shit. Even when they don't feel like it. You see what I'm saying? Right. Generally. So it's like, just off the strength of that, it's like, bro, what are we talking about? Now, again, this is the thing. You could also have a leader who delegates certain things to another person who works hard. But again, what I'm saying is, in order for that person to listen to that leader, there has to be an incentive for that person to see that person as the leader. Mm-hmm. So my question is, what she's talking about is, okay, cool. You want women to lead, right? And you want women to tell the guys what to do. The question is, why would they see you as the leader, and why would they want to do what you're saying? Like, what do they get out of that? You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that there has to be something that they see in you that makes sense to them as to why you're leading.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So like, if I was at a restaurant and somebody was choking and there was a woman in there, she says, "Hey, sir, I'm a doctor. Could you do this and do that?" I will listen to her. Why? Because she's a doctor. Right. So there's an incentive for her to be leading and me to see her as the leader in that situation.
In that situation.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it in this relationship all of a sudden you're just the leader? For what? This is crazy.
Because naturally women are leaders. And dominant doesn't mean dominant over you. Naturally. It just means confident, certain, sure, emotional, but the good kind. Because if you're able to tap into your emotions effectively, you can make the best decisions. But yeah.
What? She said if you can tap into your emotions effectively, you can make the best decisions. No, the best decisions are made without emotion. Like, what are we talking about? Oh my God.
The best decisions is weighing all the data.
Right.
And I'll say this, that's what women are good for.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a man in a strong relationship with a good woman, he will seek the counsel of his woman.
Mm-hmm.
Not for her to make the decision, but for her to give him angles that he didn't look at.
Exactly. And then once he looks at the angles, he's like, okay, now I'm going to make a decision based on the data, based on the practical thing, not the feelings.
Not the feelings. And again, I keep trying to tell y'all, this is not about us getting on here saying that women ain't shit and women have no place in the process.
Right.
Women are highly important in all things.
Right.
But somebody got to come first. I'm sorry. Like, we got to face this reality. Somebody has to come first. Somebody has to be a leader. Somebody has to talk to the cops when shit go down. You know, like how in a group of black people, they'd be like, we need that one white friend.
Right, exactly.
We need that one white friend to talk to the cops when the cops come.
Exactly.
And that's the role that he plays.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? He's not more important than the group, but he plays a role. So when the cops come, hey, let Phil go talk to them.
Exactly.
And for that reason, that's why Phil is the leader of the situation, right?
Exactly.
So I'm not saying that women are not important. I mean, I know y'all have heard me say that women ain't shit, but that's a different conversation.
Right. That's a different context.
Yeah, that's different context. What I'm saying is that All of us, men and women, are important, but somebody got to lead. Somebody got to take the bullet. Somebody got to choose the direction, man. That's the truth. That's the truth. And a lot of this rhetoric is because it's based on how kids feel, based on their ego and all that other shit. But we got 713. You're on live with Lucari and Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you send your support?
Yes, sir. What's up, Miles Lucari? This is a monogamous.
What's going on, man? Hey, how's the weather out? Yeah, I got it from you, man. We received that. Yes, sir. How's the weather out there, man? I know it's kind of crazy out there in Texas right now with the weather and shit.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, luckily my side of town we still had lights, but my mom and my dad, they had to come stay with me for a couple of days because more in the inner city, that's where the storm really hit. So as I was riding around, like on the outskirts, it's not really that bad, but on the inner city, it's really like a lot of like trees on top of cars and on top of houses and all that type of shit. So,
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, look, it's it's a blessing that you have the resources to invite the family to come stay with y'all for the time being, bro. That's a blessing, man. So shout out to you for that, man. For real. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm glad you're doing all right, and glad you still got everything you need to be calling in and all that cool shit, man. But what's on your mind?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The one thing that I do want to say, Miles, about like all of this rhetoric with like what a lot of women say is a lot of these strong, and like for me, like even what you said, it's all about delegating. Like I believe in having a woman that's a strong woman that has certain abilities that I may not have, to where she is an asset to our mission. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So even what you said, like naturally there's going to be certain roles that's going to be delegated towards the woman because the woman is more about details. And naturally there's going to be certain roles that's automatically dedicated to the man because the man is the dominant force, the leader. You see what I'm saying? I feel like when both sides understand that and both sides are compatible, it just naturally happens to where we don't even have to even talk about that type of shit, right? But for a lot of these women that are confused, right, and these are strong women that, I can do it and I can lead a man, right? A lot of these women are basically speaking from the lack of experience of good men that they have dealt with. So a lot of these women, they are strong because the guys they are dating are fresh out of jail. Or guys that are dating, they are trying to find a woman to where they can stay in her house and, be under her wings, for the time being, so he can be comfortable.
Right.
And what these women are used to.
Exactly.
And I noticed because when I was out here being a bachelor and I was just doing regular shit, bro, like taking a woman out to get some ice cream, or we're going on a hookah day, we're going to happy hour, I'm doing coconut oil massages. A lot of women that I thought that was on a certain level was telling me, I've never had a guy that did this, or that's what you're doing, or that's doing what that's doing. I mean, of course, you got to take a lot of things for a grain of salt, but I mean, if we being real with each other, there's no reason to lie.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that lets me know that I'm just doing simple shit. So a lot of women out here are not even used to the consistencies and the natural pace of a guy that knows what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? So of course they have to talk like this. But then when they come around with a guy that knows what he's doing, he's able to build, and they can build that companionship, it's a whole different story. Matter of fact, Miles, I want to prove what I'm saying, right? Where women naturally follow a guy's lead, right? A lot of these strong women that be running these guys that's fresh out of jail or don't have no leadership qualities, right? These are the same women that will share another guy that's on point.
Real talk. Yep.
And you know why? Because the other guy that's on point that she has to share time with other women is a natural leader, and he knows what he's doing, and he has a consistency that she understands that, okay, his consistency is valuable.
Right.
So I need to do what I need to do to, play my role in his world.
Exactly.
Right? But these other niggas, I can run them. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when these women be talking, they're really talking from, they're talking about real experiences because this is happening, but they're talking from a lack of experience dealing with real men. They're dealing with guys that are not really men, or they're not in the best situations for themselves. And to be honest, Miles, I feel like this. A lot of guys make this mistake because you can be a guy that's on point, but if you ain't got your stuff together, or you just really need to focus on yourself, focus on yourself. A lot of guys are doing this. They'll date women and they'll put all their focus on the woman when they really need to focus on building themselves.
Right.
So you move in with the woman, you start taking care of her kids, you start paying her bills, you start doing all this bullshit. And then when the relationship is over, you ain't built shit. You built her up so where she can go to the next nigga, but where you at? You see what I'm saying? So I believe in focus on yourself, and y'all can focus on each other when the time permits. But that's all I want to say, guys. Thank y'all so much for the opportunity.
Hey, appreciate you, man. And I'll say one more thing. You see what a lot of guys don't even understand about how valuable they are. And I've said this before. The woman is looking at you too.
Right.
The woman wants you to win. The woman wants you to lead. The woman knows that a lot of her benefit, no matter what type of a boss bitch she is and all this dumb shit, she knows that the best way for her to win is for her man to win.
Exactly.
She know, like, deep down, women know this shit, bro. Because a lot of these women, when a woman wins, she wins without structure. And because it's based on emotion and all that other dumb shit, it's easier for them to lose it. And there's a lot of women out there that call themselves winning, but they're in debt up to their fucking eyeballs.
That's true.
You understand? But when a man wins, chances are he's gonna win practically.
Right.
So he's gonna win without debt. He's gonna win for the sake of winning because that's what he was set there to do. And if she's smart, she's going to enhance his ability to win.
Right.
And as long as he's winning, guess what she's doing?
She's winning.
Exactly.
Exactly. See? Real shit. Real shit.
Shout out to the women who actually understand that type of shit. And shout out to the men that run their life a certain way to have the woman understand that shit. Because the problem with a lot of us dudes is that we behave in such a weak way is that women can't see that. They don't trust us enough. They don't, like, they've been done wrong by other niggas and all this other dumb shit and so much dysfunction in their life. So when they actually meet a real nigga, they just think, oh, he just trying to get over and take advantage of me. Until you show her through the vetting process and through consistency, like, no, I'm the real fucking deal. All you got to do is help me win, because once I'm winning, you winning.
Exactly.
Right. That's true.
I'm telling you, but as men, we gotta actually carry ourselves that way. But go ahead.
And also, Miles, the way that I look at it, like a relationship with a woman, I look at it as the man is the pilot and the woman is the co-pilot, right?
Right.
Now, if we're on the plane, right, wouldn't you want the co-pilot to know just as much as the pilot?
Right.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because once again, the pilot could have a heart attack, something freakish could happen,
right?
And we need that co-pilot. So even within a real relationship, the man is the pilot, but let's just say that the man was in a freak accident or he got sick or something. But the woman, she's gained up enough and she's built herself up in his structure to where she's able to lead for the temporary time being. You see what I'm saying? Because he's given her that power or that knowledge or whatever the case may be, or that delegation. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, pilot and co-pilot. And once again, why are we putting each other down? I feel like, I'm going to be honest, Miles and Lucario, I feel like with all of this relationship talk on social media, like, I feel like people don't know what they're talking about. And when you just step away from what people are saying and you just live life, you really see the natural in the action. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And naturally, when you see shit, then you know shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I want to say, guys. Thank y'all so much for the opportunity.
Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for calling in, man. You have a great weekend and be safe out there.
Real shit. That's what I'm talking about.
We're good on calls if you want to get back to the video.
Cool, let's get back to the video and shit. All right, let's go.
You guys are safe kings. You don't have to lead the whole entire herd. Women can do it too. As humans, we're actually both masculine and feminine. As a human being, you should be able to operate from both places. But, society says men can only be masculine. And I see that ruining relationships every single day.
What? What is she talking about?
Man, God bless this chick, man.
That's ruining relationships with men being masculine.
Bless her heart.
Exactly, right?
Because her brain ain't doing nothing right now. So bless her heart.
Exactly. That's crazy. That's wild, man. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This shit is insane, man. But let's continue.
Because it's really hard to feel like you have to be something that you're just not. So men feel like they have to be something that they're not, while women are expecting men to be something that they're not. And it's just causing all unnecessary conflict. So let's just, as a community, as a society, come together and realize that men are not always going to be the leaders that we want them to be.
There you go.
See, she said men are not going to be the leaders that we want them to be. And see, that's interesting she says that, because what happens is that when a woman is attracted to you, right? What happens is that she is, looking at you and what you're doing as something she wants to be a part of. So if she's saying men are not the leaders that we want them to be, that means she's not going to follow your lead, which means she's going to assert her agenda, which means she's leading.
Right.
So a lot of that really comes from the standpoint of, oh, well, I'm not going to really cooperate with this guy because I don't see this guy as the guy I want to follow.
Right. Exactly.
That's really all that's coming from. This is crazy. Let's continue.
Modern therapist who's unmarried and giving men advice to not be dominant, allow women to be dominant. Oh, shit. You can't just be masculine 24/7. Yeah, there's some femininity that men show once in a while. But yeah, this again, guys, is proof that these chicks aren't looking for equality. No. They're looking for dominance. And they'll try to word salad it into making you feel better, but it is what it is. They're looking for power. They want power over men. Can it be outlined any more clear? For this next video, I'm going to play a completely unrelated video, but very much applicable to this situation. Then we're going to read some comments of other women who are just going in and agreeing with the chick who just spoke.
And I'm glad April pointed this out, because I was thinking about this too, to even say this, is that, and they say you can't be masculine 24/7. What you got to understand is both men and women have masculine and feminine energy within us. That's just how it is. That's just the universe, the world. The issue though is that what people like to do is they like to say, well, why don't you just be feminine now? Paint your nails and be sensitive and all this other shit, because they want to circumvent the masculine energy. Because this is the thing. What happens is that there's a certain level of surrender and faith you need to have in order to submit. You understand? So for a woman, what happens is that women have been dealing with guys for so long that they can't trust, or guys who was on some bullshit. So now they have a hardened shell, like, well, I ain't listening to what no nigga telling me, blah, 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 blah. You feel what I'm saying? But what happens is that it takes a certain level of, trust and basically surrendering a certain thing in order to, just like, for example, I love to use an example. If you go on a fucking airplane, you know how much trust you have to have in that motherfucking pilot?
What?
You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But what you do is, because you want to land safe, you listen to what the pilot is saying, you listen to what they're saying, or put your seatbelt on, make sure right, you're cooperating. But you're doing that for that particular goal, to get from here to there.
Safely, yeah.
Right. So what the fuck? It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Put your phone in airplane mode and shit.
Exactly. You see what I mean? But it's crazy. But let's continue.
With before. And I want to say this before I play the next video. You're going to want to hear this next video, but I want to say this. Yes, women are capable of doing amazing things. This is not about dimming women's lights, but within a relationship, you have to.
Exactly. I'm going to say, because a lot of times when you talk about this, it's like people feel like, people feel like you're trying to shit on women, but the reason why they feel like you're trying to shit on women is because there's an overabundance of pandering and, oh, but you can do stop. Like, let's be real here. Because when real life situations happen, all that internet talk goes out the window.
Exactly.
It's like, come on, fam. This is just stupid.
To have dynamics that work well so that goals can be reached within those dynamics. The ones that she believes are best for all couples are ones where a man lets the woman lead, and that will produce the best outcomes. I strongly disagree. Because guys, listen, these chicks truly believe that they can outcompete men. And I will say they can outcompete some men. There are a lot of weak men out here today. We see a lot of these guys in relationships where they're getting told what to do. Let me ask you this. Do you want that for your relationship? Probably not. And here's the bitter coffee. This is the thing you're not supposed to say.
All right, so we got 941. 941, you're on live with Lakari and Miles, name 8 City. Where did you send your support for the show?
Yeah, this is Kobe from Florida. Donated $20 to Lucario.
Got you. Appreciate it. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. I just want to say thanks again for the game. So you guys are really helping me changing life and becoming a better man. So I just want to say thank you again.
That's what's up. You have any questions or anything? Or
remember that I called in, I think a couple of weeks ago when I was saying that I was having sex with so many girls because I'm now like on the membership and I understand exactly what I need to do to get what I want, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a dude like on IG that messaged me asking me for a receipt. I'm like, bro, so do you want me to like copy and paste and then video call every girl that I have sex with and show it to you just so I can prove to you that Lucario and Mao shit work? I don't know what he was looking for, bro. It was just so weird that was like asking me for a receipt.
Yo, these guys are funny. They're weird because what do you gain calling in to donate to lie?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't even make any sense. If anything, if shit wasn't working or wasn't working for you, either you wouldn't call up or you would call up just to bitch and complain like other people. You know what I'm saying? But if you're calling to say, hey, this is what happened, this will work, this was going on, right? That's what it is. But a lot of times what happens is that a lot of guys, what it is because they're not living that life and because they're not actually experiencing those things, that's why they need receipts. Because if I went to Starbucks and bought a coffee and I said, yo, yesterday I went to Starbucks and bought a coffee, no one's going to ask me for a receipt to see if it really happened. You know why? Because they have experience going to Starbucks and buying a coffee. So they could relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times when they're looking for receipts, like, wait a second, you had sex with a girl? Oh my God, that's impossible. Show me. It's like, what the fuck?
That's exactly what he was saying. He was like, how the heck are you going on like 3 to 4 dates a week? Like weekend. I'm like, bro, do you know that I have to talk to like at least 70 to 100 girls a week just so I can get 4 dates?
Right? Exactly. See that? And see, that's what these guys don't understand.
And that's the exact work they don't want to put in.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, so when you heard me say, like, on Saturday I have like 3 dates, and then on Sunday I have 2 dates, and on Friday I have a chick coming over, like, he doesn't know that I have girls that turn me over that, you know, rejected me, which is fine, because as a man, I did what I was supposed to do. I set up a date, time and place. The girl didn't show up. Hey, I have nothing to worry about. I did what I was supposed to do as a man. I just keep pushing. So
exactly, and that's all it is. That's why I always tell guys is that do the thing you need to do, and then let the chips fall where they may. That's how it works. You're not supposed to be out there trying to chase no girl or whatever. You let them know, hey, this is the opportunity. You either with it or you're not. And then there's other women that are going to be with it. You see what I'm saying? And I was talking to Miles about this. I think it was off camera. I was saying that it's good when women reject you because you can't fuck everybody. You ain't got time to be dealing with it. Like, I'm telling you, it's impossible. Like, you wouldn't be able even to have enough time. Like, even the girls you do get, sometimes it gets to the point where you don't even have enough time for them.
Right.
So,
Caller, you spoke to 70 chicks in a week. Imagine if every one of them 70 chicks wanted to fuck you. Like, they was beating down your door wanting some dick. What would you really do with that?
I'm telling you, but well, you guys got me to a level now where I'm rejecting pussy, bro, to be honest with you, bro. Like, chick will hit me over my head. I can't do it.
Exactly. And that's the natural progression of things. That's going to happen. There's going to be women who want your time. You're going to be like, I can't do it. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you do, you got to schedule them in 2 weeks later. And it's Yeah, no, it's that's what happens when shit goes down like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes. And the reason why I'm able to do that is because, you know, I wasn't that guy before because I didn't know my worth. I didn't understand my value as a man. And then I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and invest and see what I can get out of it. So that's why I went on the membership and invest and then the result back. So
exactly. That's what's up. We appreciate it, brother. We appreciate it, man. That's what's up. That's what's up.
You know, like one thing I learned from you guys is that once you don't base or attach your value, your happiness or sense of self-worth on anything in life, you become free and no one can ever tell you shit. So
exactly. That's what we talking about. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Exactly. See, we got 2 motherfuckers today that called in to let you guys know, like, yo, this is what happens when you learn game.
Selfish.
This is what we talking about. See that thing, exactly what you just said, that realization that you had, that like, oh shit, I'm seeing it now. So I'm free to just do me, and I'm not worried about all this shit because I don't need none of this shit to tell me who the fuck I am. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. I love it.
Thank you for taking my call. You guys have a great weekend.
All right, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for calling, man. Thanks for the support, and glad you finally understand the freedom of self-knowledge, bro. Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Take it easy. All right. I'm gonna kill the lines because we got a couple of things to do.
All right. So, shoot, do we even need to do this whole video? Because I'm about to wrap this shit up.
Wait, but there was a part where he said you need to see the next part. So at least let's see that part.
Let's see the next part. Yeah, here we go. Also, let me do the thing. My bad.
There you go.
Here we go. Yeah.
The brutal reality is when you get the top performing men and the top performing women, those men are a lot more competitive than those women can ever be.
Right. That's what I was saying earlier. You know what I'm saying? Cool.
They are more willing to sacrifice, work longer hours. They are more brutal. They're willing to make the tough decisions. The amount that they're willing to work, focus, and sacrifice, once you get into that top percentage of competent, hardworking, capable men, just gets ridiculous.
And you know what I want to say real quick about that is, what's funny is that when you have a woman say, well, you know, we should be leading in all this other stuff, right? Well, what women don't understand, and this is how, like, if a woman has game, she would do this and understand this, right? Mm-hmm. What makes a man want to do more for a woman, right, is the more agreeable and cooperative she is towards his program.
Exactly.
So that makes the man want to actually do more because she's enhancing by being cooperative.
Exactly.
And following his lead. So then she gets to reap the benefits of the more he wants to do for her.
Exactly.
That's what women don't get. So when women be all resistant, I ain't gonna, they don't realize that they're actually fucking this shit up for them in the long run, because all they needed to do was find a leader and they would get basically damn near anything they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that you have a lot of women, they're like, well, you know, why can't I be the leader? How come you just like, yo, chill the fuck out. This is crazy. Let's continue.
It's almost incomparable. And if you go against a man who has a family and who has that mindset, you simply just lose. And they'll probably say something like, why does anyone need to lose? This goes back to that understanding that, oh, things are just supposed to happen naturally. Women will lead and men will just naturally follow. The dominance doesn't need to be applied. They just believe that they can set the world up in a way that everybody gets what they want. And women make the best leaders, when the truth is, historically, female emperors and queens have been the most war-hungry of all rulers in the past. And listen, if you're a man today who values family, fatherhood, and raising competent men who are leaders, work hard, crush the competition. Because if these men are out here getting led by these chicks, bro, it should be a straightforward win to the finish line. Work hard. It's easier now more than ever to crush the competition. Yes, life is a competition. And to the wives who love their men who are great leaders, cooperate with them.
Exactly. See, that's what we say.
Empower them as they empower you. But these female matriarchs, these chicks who are not even married out here thinking they're going to do something. Run right though. Let's check out this other response. Unrelated, but definitely fitting. Let's get it.
Feed them, leave them alone. This is just an opinion, but I'm sure most men will agree. Do you want to know why marriages are falling apart? Do you want to know why over 50% of divorces happen? People seem to forget the pecking order. And I know this is going to come off so up, and people are going to call me a misogynist and a pick me, and you guys have already called that. Yeah, they picked me, and I love it over here. So,
Okay.
It goes God, your husband, and then your kids. Do not mishear me. I will unload a whole for my children.
She thinks she's slick with that cleavage, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah, facts.
I will smile in my mugshot. My kids will always come first to a sense. I am actually not religious. Don't let the tattoos fool you. And for the ones that you're about to see, because I'm getting some saints done.
Wait a second. She got tattoos and she got a husband and kids. How? According to the red pill, she's for the streets. But listen,
I believe in God. I do not with organized religion. I pray every morning for everything I have. And I pray every night. My husband runs this house. Don't get it twisted. I have a hell of a lot to say when it comes to my shit. And if I put my foot down, I'm like, babe, no, it needs to be this way. And he knows I'm right. He'll say, okay.
that's a little chink in the armor. That should that's a little. I don't know about all that.
Well, I think the part that saves it when she says, "If he knows she's right."
Right, but they see that's the thing. See, being right is different than you stating an opinion about what you want, because what you want isn't a right or wrong thing. It's just what you want. You see what I'm saying? So that's where it's kind of slick, because right and wrong doesn't have necessarily to do with anything as far as like leading a situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's the way it's the way she said it. You feel what I'm saying? Meaning, because I agree where input should be there. Just like you said, we could talk about this. Let's see what the best decision is, and then I'll make that decision or whatever it is like that. You feel what I'm saying? But what it sounded like she said was, well, if I feel like doing this, I'm gonna put my foot down, and then he's gonna go with it because I feel like I'm right about what I want. And I'm just like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Where did you do that at, huh?
Right. Listen to me.
But if he has final word and he goes, no, you need to listen, I don't fight him. There's a lot of shit I know, and there's a lot of shit he knows. But when it comes to brass tacks, that is my husband. He runs this house. He has final say in everything. And until you guys get that through your head, your children will not respect you. They will not respect him. Fighting will continue. Children will show no respect. And a lot of times when the kids and everybody's fighting is when divorce is caused.
And, she's making a good point that the kids are not going to respect the situation.
Yes.
Because like the kids need to see the structure. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Crazy. That's why you ever notice, like, sometimes I remember back in the day where, let's say, the dad would say something and then they'll be like, well, I'm going to go ask mommy. It's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, and that kind of thing where they know they could divide and conquer type shit is the issue. You see what I'm saying?
It goes God, your husband, and your children. I'm raising my children to be strong and smart enough so when they're older, they will leave me. I do not want them here forever. I'm not raising them to be mommy's boys and mommy's little princess. No, you're going to be a grown person one day, and I want you the hell out of my house having a life. With that being said, am I going to push them out at 18? Absolutely not. You live here as long as you want. I'm always going to be your mama. But you're not going to rely on me for shit. I'm teaching you to be independent. So one day, it will just be me and my husband. That is the person I'm spending the rest of my life with, not my children. They will have their own lives.
So she's like, I'm playing the long game, because when y'all little motherfuckers is gone,
right,
I'm going to be with this nigga. So I got to make sure I'm doing what I need to do to still be with this motherfucker.
Right.
God, husband, kids. Put it this way. Again, I make dinner most nights. This last week, not so much because it was like 100. I tried to turn on the oven and my husband yelled at me. So we did takeout. When he comes home and I make dinner, I make his plate first. I'm not serving my children. You see me taking care of your father because he is the head of the house.
She said, fuck them kids.
That's how my grandmother did it. How her parents did it. I take care of him. Don't get me wrong, my kids don't go without. He spoils them just as much as I spoil him. My kids will never want for anything. But when it comes to this life and the order, I'm begging you to understand. And if you don't believe in God and you don't mess with that, okay, cool. That's your boat. Don't worry about mine. Then it goes husband and kids. You don't want kids, then it's just your husband. In a full circle, if you want marriage to last, God, husband, children. That's all.
So basically she's saying the man is leading and she ain't. That's
Listen, I played that because the last chick decided to bring the Bible into the conversation. All right, let's check out some of these comments in response to the video we just watched. This commenter says, your husband is a very lucky man to have a beautiful, very smart, very grounded wife like you. Here's someone else that says, protect this woman at all costs. Here's another person who says,
you know what's so funny? A lot of motherfuckers online really have never experienced a woman that respects them and loves them. That's the crazy part.
That's true. That's so true.
Like dudes really be thinking like 98% of women are going to be like crazy and all this other shit. And they just really don't, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't know.
Says, all I can think about is motorboating those. Here's somebody else that says,
you see what I'm saying? She had the titties out. So I know niggas is like, yo.
Again, ... Do you by chance have a sister? LMFAO. Here's a man who says, as the breadwinner, my ex questioned everything I did. At some point, the marriage falls apart when you are not heard nor respected, even though you're the one supporting the family. Bless you. This gentleman says, 20 years married. This is the way it is in my house as a guy. It's the wife and my daughter. I'm married to my wife. She comes first, then my daughter. As long as it's that way, I will continue to be married. So, of course, we can't end this video by not playing the video that sparked this whole discussion. And it first started out with this comment that read, I believe men aren't meant to be leaders simply because they aren't good at it. And I don't think it comes naturally. Here was the original chick who said it. Let's check it out.
I stand by the opinion that men are not inherent leaders, that they are not meant to be leaders, that they are not biologically wired to be leaders, and that it does not come natural to them. I believe
lost, 100% lost, and more garbage coming in the future.
This for so many reasons. One, they're simply just not good at it, and you can tell that it is a forced nature upon them. If it was a natural, inherent part of their being, they wouldn't have to assert themselves so aggressively over other people. And
no, listen. See, you know what's funny? What happens is that what her perspective is on being aggressive and asserting is just naturally how some motherfuckers are.
Right.
That's like it's like, yo, like, you know how Jamaicans talk? Like if you with your family, Jamaicans are loud as fuck, and it'll sound like y'all are arguing, but y'all having the most friendly conversation ever.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, why are you guys arguing? Are you mad? Are you upset? No, this is just how they talk, nigga. What the fuck you mean? but to some people, it looks like you're arguing and that you're mad.
Right, exactly. Men and women ain't the same.
It's crazy.
When these type of women see, because these type of women think that men and women are equal.
Mm-hmm.
So when they see men asserting themselves with other men, to her it looks super confrontational and aggressive.
Right.
To the men, it's just assertive.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Two men could be like, hey, yo, motherfucker, what the fuck you think you doing, man?
Right, exactly.
Hey, back the fuck up off my shit, because you already know I'll bust your ass, nigga.
Right.
And then to some fucking blue-haired feminist, she's like, oh my God, did he just threaten him? Did he just compromise his safety? Oh my God, what's going on here?
Right.
And it's just two niggas just talking shit.
Exactly.
Like, back the fuck up because you already know what it is and da 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 da. All right, cool, my nigga, I got you. But the next time you better blah 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 this, that, and the third. But she's not gonna understand that.
Right.
And here's the thing: she's not supposed to understand that.
Exactly.
It's not for you to understand. So that's what you're talking about. Oh, why do they have to unnaturally, be so aggressive and unnaturally assert themselves and blah blah blah? It's like you just don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You don't speak the language of man.
Facts.
Fuck out of here. That's why I can't this is exactly why back in the day, a lot of them couldn't vote and buy land and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were dealing with shit that they didn't understand. And now they have all this freedom and all these platforms to speak. And it's just a lot of fucking confusion and nonsense. And then on top of that, we have so many of them raising boys and it's just getting worse, bro.
It's crazy. Shit is ridiculous. Let's continue.
And I always go back to this perspective of like why so many men join the military. And obviously, like there are class reasons for this. Poverty is one of them. Economic status is one of them. But men like to be told what to do. They like to take orders. They like to know the list of things that they need to do, and then they just do them. They're not the ones who are out there like strategizing.
Wait, so who in the military is giving the order? A woman? This one, like, what are we talking about? She's like, this. They want to join the military so that someone could tell them what to do, or are they joining the military because they're trying to be in the military, and the person who's telling them what to do is the motherfucker who's ranked above them, which usually is a man. So what are we talking about? This is crazy.
They are the doers in the narrative. I think about this in heterosexual relationships as well too, because men want to be perceived as head of household.
That whole men like being told what to do, not men who embrace their masculinity. And when I say that, if you have some type of shame kink or something like that, if you realize that she doesn't respect you as the head, I don't get how you're able to embrace those like weird shame kinks. That's what I think that is. Like men who like being told what to do, and they like the sound of a woman being like, do this now and blah, blah, blah. Like at some point, all that crosses the line. Let's keep listening.
And yet they don't know where shit is in the kitchen. They don't know where shit is at the grocery store. They don't.
What? How would I know where shit is in the kitchen? You supposed to be in the kitchen. You feel what I'm saying? No, that was too easy. That was I apologize. That was too misogynistic. Okay.
That was low-hanging fruit, Lucario.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Let's continue.
Don't know how to take care of their children without the mother of the child being there. They're always looking to the women in their lives to tell them how things operate. Not only do they do this with their mothers, but they also do this with their wives and then also their daughters.
I think the goal is to raise a man who other people look at and seek instruction, wisdom, and he can also add from what he's gained from life to the conversation instead of you still calling up your mom and asking her what's the best decision forward. You need to grow up if that's where you're at. We know these guys exist, man, who love getting told what to do by the women in their life. Crazy. This commentary respondent says we're meant to be a matriarchy. So these women are like, we're meant to be in a matriarchy. More comments here. Somebody else here says this. The lady that says this is Julia Fox. Julia Fox is the chick who dated Kanye West.
Wait, so Julia Fox was commenting on that video talking about how these women need to lead? Jesus Christ.
Somebody else here says the world has been flipped. We should be a matriarchal society. Again, they're still talking about how they should be a matriarchal society. Just look at nature, the divine feminine rules. Guys, this is the end goal. We've got a guy here who says, facts. My wife tells me what needs to be done and I go get it done. He says, I'm the moneymaker, but my wife is definitely the leader. Life has never been better. Big tough.
He says, yo, these dudes, it's funny when if you actually dig deep into these situations with these guys, you'll see the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You'll see the bullshit. It's always some bullshit. This is crazy.
Somebody else here says, behind every strong man is a strong woman. Literally means to me that she is his backbone. guide, etc. He may be the front, but she is providing him with the wisdom to move forward. Women do provide wisdom within a relationship. Your wife is somebody who you should talk to, and sometimes she sees things that you will not see. But that's not what's been talked about here, guys, obviously.
And that's the point I was trying to make earlier. Wife can see things that you're not going to see because of her nature, right? She's a nurturer. She's emotional. She's gonna look at things in a slightly different way than you can. And when we say men and women are not equal, these are the pros. These are the positive points. Because just because I'm saying men and women are not equal, don't mean again, it's not to put down women. It's to say that we are different, and those differences should be respected.
Exactly.
You understand? And again, women see things that men don't see in certain situations. So if you're trying to make a decision, she might, because as men, we think logically and we apply logic and we make the decision. But your girl or your wife or whoever you're dealing with might come up and say, but you have to take into account how somebody might feel if you make this.
Exactly right.
And if that person is an important player in the whole scheme, you have to consider that person's feelings. And the woman will help you to be like, oh, well, you can't do that because your boss might feel like this. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody who's important in the situation might feel like this. And she's going to remind you and you'll be like, oh, okay, you're right. I didn't think about that. All right. So then you might reassess the decision and make a tweak.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But you still got to make the decision as a man, because guess what? After the decision is made, ain't nobody going to come to your wife and be like, well, why did you do that?
Exactly. Because all of the responsibility falls back on the man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the part. Oh, it's like, yo, it's so crazy. It's like, you know what it is? It's the thing where, people, like, it's like people want what they think is the flashy shit about the position.
Right.
They don't really want the position.
They don't want the fucking position.
Because when it really comes down to the position, it's like, fuck. Like, it's like they'll say, I didn't realize or know that you have to. Because look at this. Check this out. You know how much people will watch us on these fucking live streams and be like, man, that looks so cool what Miles and Locario's doing. I would like to do that. But nigga, can you talk straight for almost 2.5 hours?
Can you do this?
Right. You see what I'm saying? Can you really make this happen? You see what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. They're not thinking about all the moving parts to the situation.
Right.
It's crazy. Shit is crazy. Let's continue.
Talking about women being the head, being wiser, men not knowing shit, being dumb and stupid. Do they exist now more than ever? Yes, they exist. But you should not aim to be this incompetent. Because they believe that's the natural way, which is just crazy. Here's another woman that says, absolutely, my mom wore the pants in the family. As it used to be said, my father was extremely successful, but mom steered the ship always. They were married 63 years. Here's somebody else who says, 1,000% agree. 1,000% agree. Every healthy and happy relationship. I've seen the men will tell you, my wife has the final say.
What?
These men are wealthy, healthy, and happy because their wife has the final say. Are you falling for this? Here's somebody else who says, my dad thinks he runs the household, but he can barely get anything done without my mom. But in his mind, he thinks he's the lead. Here's somebody else who says, in a way, I feel like this is the downfall of my relationship, she goes on to say, because I have a man who is not a natural leader, but he wants to lead. So he doesn't like to listen to me when I offer up guidance. Somebody else here added, as a man, I agree. Oh, somebody else here, another gentleman. My wife leads our household. My job is to guide our kids and her energy to be calm and protected. This way, her energy and life always feels safe. Beta.
What are these dudes talking about, man? Listen, but you know what's funny? This is the majority of society.
Yeah, thanks. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. This is the thing is that, again, like, see, a woman, right, who is smart, right, would understand and will not want to lead.
Right.
She would see all the parts. Like, yo, and see, check this out. I wish to God y'all could experience going on, for example, the Fresh and Fit show. Like into the studio and seeing how that whole shit operates. You'd be like, God damn, I got a whole new respect for these niggas.
Facts. Real talk.
Because just off of the strength of what they had to put together to create that show is insane. Then on top of that, the amount of work that they do to get the women on the show, to prep the women, all before the show even starts. And they do this every week.
Every week.
When you're watching that, you're like, shit. The amount of work they have to do to lead this situation is insane.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to ask yourself, do you have the strength to do that? And the answer will probably be no. So if you know the answer is no, why would you want to lead? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying when you're understanding what the situation is. See, smart women understand the situation that men have to go through and do. And the woman is like, listen, I'm good over here. Like, tell me what you need me to do because I'm good over here. I ain't trying to do the shit you trying to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. It's crazy. But let's continue.
Another gentleman here says, my spouse asked me to step down from our marriage leadership role. I was too pushy and bossy. Now we are in debt. I think.
That shit funny.
This sounds like a man. Our relationship is suffering and he's blaming me, sir. Move out of the way. Here's another woman who says, I'll never forget the day my husband said, as the leader of this household, and I asked him who told him that. Check that man real quick. This is why it's important to have conversations about.
Yo, are they serious?
Bro, guys, if you are with a woman and you say something like as leader of this relationship or as leader of this household, and your woman stops you and says, who told you that?
Oh, the relationship's done.
Your relationship is over. Divorce that bitch, dump her, charge it to the game, leave now. Don't ask no. As soon as she said that shit, don't even ask no questions. Just start getting your clothes.
The only question I would ask her is, so when are you free to sign these divorce papers? Because it's a wrap.
Oh, bro, what? Who told you? Well, as leader of the household, who told you that?
Yo,
I'd be like, excuse me.
Exactly. You're like, we're done.
Fucking luggage together, like what? Like I'm packing up my soap.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, all right. So yeah, tell the kids I'll see them in the summer, and
like this is over.
This is done. Bro, what? Oh my God.
That's crazy. I just almost done this.
Foundational values. In these topics, you should talk about leadership. Check the link into the top of the comment section and join Boo Brothers. If you're a man who still values marriage today, it goes on to say, and when does it start? Because I can do a lot less if he thinks that's true. You see, this is what happens when you marry a woman who believes she's going to be leading the relationship. Here's somebody else who says, every king, god, ruler, emperor, noble act before making a decision went to see who? An oracle, who is always a wise, mystical woman.
Again. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
It's what I said before. A man is gonna consult with a female other angles that he probably didn't see.
Exactly.
But look at what this person said. The king goes to the oracle. Who still has to make the fucking decision at the end of the day?
Exactly.
And again, after the king makes the decision, nobody's gonna come to the fucking oracle and be like, why did you do that?
Right, exactly.
Everybody's gonna come, and even if they ask the king, why did you make that decision? He can't even open his mouth to be like, well, the oracle said.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So when shit hits the fan, we supposed to say, well, my girl told me to do this, so You should go tell her she need to take accountability.
Female accountability, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Now they're talking about witches. These women are embracing sorcery. Hercules with 3 wives, sisters. Now they're wise witches. This is what you're getting. Modern day wives taking leadership role. Yep. Somebody else here says this is gold. The divine feminine intuitively knows what to do. Knows what to do. I'm assuming that's supposed to say. It's the divine masculine that takes her direction and implements the structure. Trusting her wisdom, I think and then it just stops there.
You know what the funny part is that I think what happens is that they're trying to conflate the guy getting input as her leading him.
Right, exactly. They're stupidly trying to do that. Facts.
Because you can get the input and still not take that into account, meaning you listen to it in the sense of taking it into account, but you don't use it. You say, oh, okay, what do you? She says, oh, you should do like X, Y, and Z. And you say, okay, let's see, X, Y, and Z, and we got A, B. No, you know what? We're not going to do X, Y, and Z. You can do that. So what the fuck?
We're not going to do that.
So what are you talking about, man? These people, oh, shit. Crazy, man. This is wild. Listen, man. Sometimes you just got to be that guy. They're going to call you the bad guy. They're going to call you this and call you that. But that's what being a leader is knowing that they don't understand, which is why they're not the leader.
Which is why, exactly. But I don't understand. Exactly.
You're right. Exactly. That's
what you have to do. Exactly.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. They're going to be like the dude that called in earlier. He said, yo, I'm going on 7 dates. I'm like, oh, I don't understand. Why would you? Exactly. You don't need to understand. You see, I'm leading. I know what I'm doing. You see? Because listen, man, it's like if you understood and knew or you were going to do that thing, then you be me. Exactly. Like, that's why you're not me. Because that's why you're over there. Because if you understood and you were leading, you be me.
Mm-hmm.
It's really that simple. So it's like, actually, it makes sense that you don't understand because all you need to understand is the part you need to understand.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how the fuck they fixed this iPhone. I don't know how to put this together, but I know how to fucking press the button to call somebody. That's all I need to understand.
That's it.
And then when this shit break down, guess where I go to the fucking store and give it to the person who knows what the fuck to do.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy. Oh my goodness. But let me see what some of these questions say. We're gonna wrap this shit up.
All right.
It says I matched with a chick twice in the past year on a dating app, and she left me on red when trying to set a date. Matched again, and now she wants to make it happen. Why the sudden change of heart? Well, Courtney, first of all, who gives a shit about the sudden change of heart? Stop worrying about why she did this and why she did that. The question is, do you want to make something happen? If yes, set the date. If no, keep it moving. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes, again, just for your knowledge, because you want to know, it could have been a situation where when she left you on red, right, she wasn't interested. And now all of a sudden she's interested now because she's been out with all these other guys. And now she's like, well, let me try this motherfucker now. Do you see what I'm saying? So it could be any one of those things. My point is you need to figure out what you want to do and make moves based on what you want to do. That's it.
That's it.
You said, Miles, do me a favor. Ask Locar, is he going to address Dr. Umar's Breakfast Club comments on the race dating thing? What's the comments? What he said, he won't support black guys dating white chicks? Like, what else did he say besides that?
I don't.
I mean, I think that's the same shit. So I don't get what he's talking about. But this is the thing. I fucks with Umar Johnson because I fucks with any motherfucker that stands on their shit, and that's just the shit they standing on. We don't gotta agree with it, but I fucks with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, hold on 1 second. My bad. All right.
So let me see. So this says, How doesn't she see the reason they're in the therapy is because they're the type of nigga to go to therapy? Exactly. That's what we said earlier. why a lot of black dudes think a red flag to date non-black women who grew up around black people and black culture. What?
Why are you worried about a lot of black dudes? You focus on yourself, bro. Focus on the Audi belly buttons and you'll be all right.
Exactly. Why do guys move in with women, drive their cars, and borrow their money if guys are the leaders? I'm not saying women are the leaders, but guys are chasing ass but not handling life. So, Howard, what you have to understand is that whenever a woman gets into a situation with the man, right, the leadership is already there because he's the man. So, for example, if I was on a basketball court playing basketball with some people in my neighborhood, and then we fucking, you know, doing a whole like 3-on-3 game or 4-on-4 game, and then LeBron James just happens to step out his car and wants to get on the court, right? Then I'd say, okay, well, listen, LeBron James could be the leader of the team because he's LeBron James. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that when a certain person gets into the position, that person is now leading. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it works. So that's why she's giving over the keys to the car and all that other stuff, because she's like, oh, you're here now, so you're leading.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
Exactly. The you know, if the dude's a piece of shit, then so be it. But he's still leading.
Right. It says, so do you have something against a man being a gentleman to a woman? Yes, because if a man wants to be a gentleman, let him be a gentleman for him, and then the woman reaps the benefits of his gentlemanly energy. Right. But you look at the word you said, being a gentleman to a woman, right? The woman should be experiencing his gentleman energy. He shouldn't be being a gentleman for her, if that makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? It says, can you reiterate why you don't care for statistics and articles, something along the lines for not basing your own opinion and relying on numbers, etc.? Well, the reason why I don't care about statistics is because I'm me. So what that means is that, see, statistics are a bunch of people that did some shit, and then you say, well, statistically speaking, this amount of people, this happens. But guess what? I'm none of those motherfuckers.
Right.
So what difference does it make? You see what I'm saying? So somebody could say, well, statistics show that, you know, 75 to 80% of people who do podcasts on YouTube, you know, aren't successful. And what they got to do with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that have to do with me? Nothing. I'm like doing my shit.
And then we also have to get into the definition of success and all that other shit.
Exactly, right.
Because I'm me and I'm different from all these motherfuckers, I get to decide what my success is.
Exactly.
You understand? Right. Because there's 277 people watching right now, and there's a lot of people out there that would be like, "Oh, this is a terrible show. You guys only have 270 something people watching."
Right. Exactly. You see how that works? It's crazy. You said, but what if she makes more money than him? And what they got to do? What they got to do with anything? So money makes you the leader. So if you have a kid and that kid is a fucking child star on a TV show and he's making more money than you, he's leading. It's crazy. How to not get called thirsty for speaking your truth. Told my people I was letting chicks know I wanted to fuck within the first few minutes and talking sexual. Everybody saying I was moving thirsty. Plug Ultra, remember, you're talking to people who don't have game and people who listen to what society says. So understand that that's going on. I read the Conversation with God book. Do we create our reality because we put meaning on things in life, even though life itself is neutral? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you wrote life itself is neutral, but life itself is neutral, but Brandon, you have an opinion on things either way. You have a perspective on things either way. So that's what's going to create your reality. The lens that Brandon is looking at life through is going to create your reality. Yes, life is what it is, but you're going to have an opinion on it regardless. And that's the reason why you create your reality through your own lens and perspective.
Exactly. So yeah, I think that's pretty much no, we got one more. Hold on.
Yeah, one more person.
Said, with you two guys being leaders and need to make a decision on what's that? What is that? A Peru?
It gotta be opportunity. Gotta be.
that you both are competent on who wins the lead in that? I'm confused by what is he talking about? I'm confused by the question. So he's saying leaders need to make a decision on an opportunity that you both are competent on.
With us being, both men and leaders in the company, if there's a decision to be made, then who wins the decision, or who makes the final decision? Well, it all depends on the circumstance, and it all depends on the actual decision, because there are certain things that Lucario is more knowledgeable about than I am, and there's certain things that I'm more knowledgeable about than Lucario. So it just depends on the decision. So if I'm more knowledgeable and I can show him that my knowledge is trustworthy in the decision, then he'll go with my idea, and vice versa. So that's really
a lot of stuff that I already know that I'm not knowledgeable on that he is, which is why I would never be like, look, Miles, maybe no. It's like, yo, because I understand that you got to lead. Do you see what I'm saying in that particular situation? And that's really all we're saying, is that the problem is when people have egos and they're not looking at the entire situation to understand that for the situation to progress, right, there needs to be a lead on the situation in order for it to progress that way. So, for example, when Miles would do photography and do a wedding and I would come and assist him, he's leading. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not sitting there like, oh, well, and the thing is, he knows more. So as a man, you know more and you're more equipped to lead. Do you see what I'm saying? Right. So we're 50-50 partners in the business, because this is the business of this company. But what happens is that there's a difference between you being in a situation with a woman, right? You being a man and she's a woman, right? Versus working in a situation where you have people who are leading the entire company or situation. Do you see what I'm saying?
And on top of that, the reason why we started the business is because we both understand the direction that we're going in.
Exactly.
That's why we came together as partners in the first fucking place. You get what I'm saying? Now, different particular situations and decisions will come up, and then that's when we figure out who has more strength and more knowledge. But that's how it works. That's what I said before. Even when you with your girl, if she has strength in certain things, you can delegate to her based on her strength.
Exactly.
But the key is to recognize who got the strength in the particular situation. And again, even though like, let's just say Lucario delegates something to me, I still check in with him and let him know what's going on, and vice versa.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because we're moving in the same direction at the end of the day.
Right.
You understand? So that's really what it is.
So you say you had a video you want to show real quick?
Oh yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Let me see. Boom, guys. I want to show y'all something real quick. If take off the thing, that shit. Yeah. I want to show y'all something real quick, guys. This is
are things like printed receipts. That new trendy body wash you just bought? Yeah, that's full of artificial estrogens called APEs.
I want to play that again for y'all. I understand. Because you guys be asking me about body wash and, oh, Miles, what makes your soap so much better, bro? And blah, blah, blah. Listen. And when I tell y'all to buy my soap to wash the bitch ass nigga off of you, listen to this shit.
There are other estrogenic chemicals that are literally found everywhere. They're in the air, in pesticides, and in almost every cosmetic, skincare, and cleaning product in existence. They're even on printed receipts.
But the most serious or enriched source of BPAs are things like printed receipts.
That new trendy body wash you just bought? Yeah, that's full of artificial estrogens called APEs. APEs are the key ingredient that makes soap sudsy.
APEs are the key ingredient that makes soap sudsy. So when y'all use different types of soaps and all that other stuff and it's sudsy, it's done with different chemicals. When you buy my soap and the soap is sudsy, it's because it's all natural. You understand what I'm saying? So
while you're lathering yourself up with your body wash, these APEs, which are full of estrogen, get absorbed right into your skin.
So the estrogen from the APEs, from the chemicals that they put in these cleaning products, get absorbed right into your skin. So when I tell you to use my soap and wash the bitch ass nigga off of you, it's real talk. I'm not even playing. Okay? So I just wanted to play that shit for y'all. This is from a video from Legion of Men. It's called How Men Are Getting Weaker and Soon Will Become Rare. They talk about astrazine and pesticides and all this type of shit. But I just wanted to say that to y'all real quick, man, because it's real out here. It is real out here. So get your soap, guys. Get your goddamn soap.
Facts. Get your soap, people. Get that shit. Boom. Go to masculineidentity.com.
Yep. Go to masculineidentity.com and you could order your soap. You could also order Cunningham soaps. We got the lavender, we got the rose and the lemon mint. So make sure y'all check that out, man. But look, there's estrogen in almost everything out there, man. And all of my ingredients are natural. You understand? Natural ingredients and natural soap suds, not estrogen based soap suds. All right. So check my shit out, man, and order your soaps. All right, guys. Appreciate you.
Real talk. So go ahead.
And what time are you going live tomorrow?
5. Yeah.
5. Lucario's going live at 5 tomorrow. Make sure y'all tune in. We also got Manhood is a Skill Set show, 1:30 Eastern time. So live at 5 Eastern time, 1:30 Manhood is a Skill Set show Eastern time. And we also got Real Game No Theory on Sunday, 12 noon Eastern time. So make sure y'all be a part of that, man. We appreciate y'all. All the people who come through for that show, man, it's always dope, man. Shout out to 1950, K Zag, Steve the Dean, you know what I'm saying, Lucario, myself, and shout out to King Dre, Taekwondo and them, you know what I'm saying? For real.
All right, people. So that's pretty much it, man. We'll holler at y'all later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out. Later.
We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
If you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
You know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
Even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
Yeah.